Man, shut up, Chaz.
Your late ass up, man.
We was waiting for you to close that door.
And this one was late too.
That's why you got no friends. I was here on time. You know that, Chaz?
You fucking live here. What are you talking about?
Those are mad. I wear those all the time.
Oh yeah, those are the ones that Dwight wears
yeah.
over there in
Those
Thailand.
look comfortable.
It's
They
taking
are?
me forever to break these out.
Yeah.
Man, tell me why I had a dream about Keelan yesterday.
We on.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check this out. So I'm walking to my car, right?
Walk into my car.
And then I hear, hey, Keelan. Some girl calls like, Keelan. I was like, I only know one Keelan. I look over, and it's Keelan, Kendrick, and you. And then he looks at me, and he goes, it's Chaz.
That sounds about right. Was that
That's
a
the
dream?
greeting.
That was a dream.
Did that not happen yesterday?
That's it.
He was annoyed
That was
that he
it.
was in your dream. It's
Yeah, Keelan was annoyed with me in the juice.
Did he beat you up or anything? Or?
I woke up before he got to me. I was like,
They be jumping Chaz, bro.
I haven't seen him in a while, so
Stomping
they're probably
Chaz
bigger and
out.
stronger now.
They are actually.
Ah,
and
man.
you know they've been fighting. So
Yeah, bro, I'm not ready for this.
Kendrick, I noticed Kendrick want to do, you know, because they do MMA, so they do all of it. But whenever we play fight, he goes to the jiu-jitsu first.
Ugh.
Like, he not really about using the hands.
Trying to lock you
he
up.
First thing he do is try to put you in a hold or something. I'm like,
Good thing he's small one day.
like Keelan throw the hands first.
This is why you need to learn this now, bro. Because, you know, them cats, you know, when kids get a certain age and want to test their dad, he gonna be working out and being like,
Wait, so I mean, you're learning the things as well, too, right?
you got to
Yeah,
stay a
man.
step ahead of
That's
him.
what I'm saying, bro. You got to be learning these things. Like, you
They
have
gonna
real
beat your
legitimate
ass.
threats. Like, you want to be Mufasa?
Hey, man. You know,
Also-
never do
also-
that
Or
to
you
them,
shoot
bro.
him.
Wait, also the jiu-jitsu you learn as a kid isn't as effective when you become an adult. Remember the karate you learned as a kid, and then you took the years off?
Well, that's
And
if
tried
you
it again.
if you
Yeah, that's if
stop.
you stop.
That's
Yeah.
if you
For
stop.
sure.
I'm saying the jiu-jitsu I learned as a kid works quite well.
Yeah.
That's like you learn the arm bars and stuff. Like, all right, that's
Yeah,
hurt.
martial arts is all about if you have the mental capacity to do it when it's time to do it. Because a lot of people lose control and they result
sure.
to straight wild fighting.
Yeah.
If you can
Gotta stay calm.
remember it, stay calm.
Yep.
You good to
It's
go.
got to be like in your, I do this.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like all the teachers in the class, they
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
So
If
they-
you see
second
somebody
nature,
in a
right.
fight who's calm the whole time, that's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure they switch it up, too.
I need somebody who's like, oh, you don't know what's about to happen. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I can fight this guy.
I can fight this guy.
But if you have somebody who's like, listen, man, I suggest that you should walk away. You'll be like,
You should probably walk away.
should probably walk
yeah,
away.
I don't
Either
think we
has a
should- we don't need to-
gun or he's ready to.
Yeah.
You ever seen somebody pull out? I saw a video the other day online of somebody, like, a fist fight was happening. Dude pulls out a gun, and the other guy didn't have a gun. He still ran up on him, moved the gun out the way, and kept beating his ass. I'm like, can you imagine getting your ass beat if you have a gun?
it's hard to shoot somebody, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying though, like, I would be what can you say to anybody after that? Like, you lost the fight and you had a gun that you pulled out?
I'd be like, I
wanna
saved
kill
his
him.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be a hero after that.
That saved his life.
Well,
That's why,
a lot of
you don't
people-
pull it out. If you're not ready,
Yeah,
if
I
you're
mean,
not
that's-
ready to let people
yeah.
have it.
I mean,
true.
he tried to use it. Like, it wasn't for a lack of effort. He just was terrible at life.
He just missed all the shots.
Yeah.
Did he get
Yeah.
any shots off?
Yeah, couple
Oh,
shots.
so he did
yeah,
try.
yeah, he couple
Oh,
shots.
that's
That's
different.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
and he
That's
still got
different.
his ass beat. Like,
Yeah,
it was
that's
bad.
Yeah.
Brother, dude, in there dodging bullets.
Right.
What the hell was that?
Dude, like, I think he got
Neo?
one good dodge in, and after that, the gun was behind him, and the dude had it back here, and he was just,
I seen a video. There was a dude who clearly trains,
Mhm.
and it was an OG Mexican dude, hood dude. Took his shirt off and everything. He's like, "No, let's go, fucker." You know what I mean? And dude was like, "Hey, man," and he gave him one kick to the thigh, and I was like, "That right there should let you know
Yep.
to stop."
Yep.
I mean, he almost buckled him with that one kick,
Yeah,
and
you
I was
should
like,
know.
right there, you should have been like,
Yep.
So after you kicked him, everybody was like, "Hey, chill, OG, chill," telling the other dude,
Yeah.
"You probably don't want to fight this dude."
yes.
He kicked him. He came at him again. He shot, picked him up, slam, fight over.
Oh.
Like, fight over.
Ego bruise.
Like, no, knocked
No,
out.
much more than
knocked
ego.
out.
Oh no,
He
I'm
was
saying when he
knocked
wakes
out.
up, you
Yeah.
find out.
And they said, chill, OG. But after that, the kick was enough. The kick should have been like, you know what? I apologize.
You gotta test it though.
It's
That
just-
kick may just be like, all right.
Nah, the way
No,
he threw
you
it and hit
karate-
it,
if
hell
you-
no.
If your whole leg buckles
ever
from
been
hitting
kicked
in
in
the
the thigh?
thigh,
Yeah.
It
Bro,
hurts,
that's
bro.
you think your thigh is strong, you be like, oh, snap, there's some damage in there.
I'm just saying.
That
like,
might have been his only kick that he learned from a
Nah,
movie.
the
Just
way
like
he did it.
You
It's
seen the dude Superman. See,
you're
seen
the OG
dude-
who gets his ass
Right.
beat. That's what
Nah,
this
nah.
is.
I seen the dude throw the Superman punch that he seen in the fight,
Oh,
and he threw it.
yeah.
You like, oh, this dude might
Nah,
have it.
he
But
squared
that's
up
the only thing
too
he ever
fast.
seen.
You can
knew.
tell when somebody. Did you see Preacher's last video when that lady walked on stage?
Yeah.
His reaction. You never know if you didn't know who he was. You never saw him ever. How he jumped into his stance and was on his toes lets you know he's trained. Like,
I have to rewatch. 'Cause I
Rewatch
was
it.
focused on her a little bit. 'cause
Rewatch
she was-
it, and
was
he
so
jumps.
weird.
He jumps, switch back, and it's an instant because it's
About to
he's been
kick
doing
her
it 2
dead in
years.
the
Yeah,
face.
and I was like, people let you can tell when somebody can fight. You can see it. And like OG just had too much pride.
No, the pride will take you
I
down.
saw the video and I saw the kick and I was like, that was more than enough warning to be like,
push
don't.
it. I gotta go because some of it's tactics.
No, it's
some
not.
big coward
Bro,
tactics.
if a dude is thigh kicking you,
That's
he
not.
does
No one
this.
does. Yeah, people don't do
might
that.
That's not
be
a
the only
go-to
thing
move.
Most people
you do.
swing crazy. No, the thigh kick is not.
Yeah, thigh
If
kick.
you
He's
hit that thigh
trying to
kick, he
disarm
might
you.
not
But
have
a thigh
nothing
kick,
else.
this is an MMA tactic. When you see they're gonna chop you down. If you don't check a kick, it is
Right.
a problem.
But a lot of people watch MMA now and they see it like, oh, I'm gonna try that.
Their
And they don't know
instincts-
nothing
I stand
past
by
that.
this right here is a Negro who will get his ass beat because he's like,
He
that
won't
didn't mean
back
anything.
down, bro.
Yeah, he's
Negro
on his
logic
toes. He saw that
101.
on Dragon Ball Z. Like, come on and get
a
it.
thigh kick, bro.
Y'all
That's
falling.
a go-to.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just like the dudes that used to try to act crazy, you punching them and they're like, yeah, and you just keep hitting them. Shit don't work. You just keep hitting them and it goes away. Some people have tactics that may seem
You can
effective,
tell,
but
and maybe it's because I'm in it now all the time. And I can tell the difference between
You
somebody,
know.
a random ass nigga, the way he threw it, his hips, his pivot, his everything about it was like he kicked him so fucking hard.
he released the air at the same time.
Everything was, everything was. I was like,
That's
bro,
what you were.
leave, like walk away.
But if the kick doesn't work,
Yeah.
then what?
But he can fight. Like he's
I
fine.
like Plan
He
B.
just
Bro,
moves the
Yeah,
pla-
he's fine.
He just needs to move the
I'm
placement
not
of the kick.
worried about
Plan B.
like a boxer. I'd rather take a boxer on than somebody who knows jiu-jitsu, than
Oh, yeah.
somebody who knows like I'm not trying to get choked up. Like
Right.
Oh yeah.
And in real
That's
life,
next level.
most fights end up on the ground.
Yep.
And once it's a wrap.
that's
bro.
why it's important to know. And like, dog, imagine this, bro. Imagine this. You're fighting somebody. There's a tussle. Next thing you know, I'm not tapping now. You gotta. I'm dying right here. And there,
Well,
bro.
you're not going to tap.
Let me ask you
No.
a question. Wait, let me ask y'all a question.
Wait,
I would
hold
tap.
on.
No,
I
you got.
would
I'm
tap.
passing out.
You got to tap, bro.
Just tap. I'll let you go, buddy. Gotta kill me. All I do was hold up a picture of my daughter. Now you make the choice.
So you're going to soften him up and hopefully he makes
Hopefully
the
he
right
let go.
decision.
And then
Have mercy
I didn't
without
learn
me.
my lesson. I'm hopping back. Soft mother. Right back in the leg lock. God.
That shit, you can tell, bro. Like, have you ever had somebody like lay on you? Like, I know Chaz has because he wrestles.
Yeah.
You ever had somebody like lay
People
on
are
you for real
heavy,
that
bro.
do that
Right,
shit, bro?
Big cousins and yeah.
No, I mean like that know what they doing.
No.
Because you know, like there's.
I'm not stupid either. I'm
With
No,
not
I took jujitsu and they,
in class,
Bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was so humbled in that class.
Bro.
No, because the thing is, they set me up for failure. So what they did is, I have a twin brother, so I grew up fighting. Like I grew up all the time in our neighborhood. That's one of the things we did. I didn't walk in this class with an ego. I walked in there, I was like, I don't know how much I know, but I know I don't know nothing. And so when I got in there, they put me with the other rookies, and they're like, all right, cool, we're just gonna see what you know. I'm gonna spar you with another rookie. The guy had been there for a few months. I whooped his ass, right? They're like, oh, okay, cool. And I was feeling good about myself. They're like, let's get you in here with Charles, because I remember his name now. Let's get you in here with Charles. And I was like, all right, that's what's up. And Charles put me in a pretzel.
Yeah.
Like, it was so, like, there was nothing I could do. I felt completely
You
helpless.
think you're strong until you realize another grown man can bend your body. And you'll be like, hey, I should be able to fight this. Why? Ow.
especially to the point of when they feel like they're gonna break something.
Oh, and it
Yeah.
don't take much.
Right.
It don't take much.
I didn't even feel like he was that strong is the worst part. It's just like every time I tried to do something, he
he's-
turned
he
that
just
into
knows what he's
whatever
doing.
he
He's
wanted
probably
to do.
not that strong
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah.
No, he
just
was
knows
like
what
the
he's
same size as me, maybe a little smaller, actually.
Muscle wise, like it doesn't take a lot.
No.
Bro.
But somebody just said, is there tapping in street fights? Hell no.
doing. Nope.
It's
Sure.
also, it's
If there's a
different,
crowd,
though,
Sure there
tapping,
is.
tapping can be allowed because the crowd might feel bad for you and then come help you. But if it's just y'all two and you start tapping, they
Yeah,
I
A
wouldn't
lot
care.
of it depends on the fighter too, because you watch a lot of these UFC fights and they never even make it to the ground. They get the quick
Would you
boom.
would you accept a
Yes.
tap? If you're fighting somebody, you get them into a lock.
Depends
They
on what
If
tap.
they had the gun first, hell no.
No. Yeah.
If,
No
if
gun,
it was
just
just
a
a
regular
fair
fight.
fight, yeah,
I might not
would-
even see.
would
I might
hit
not
people
even
on the
see.
ground.
I might not even see the tap. How comedians don't see the light. So you gotta tell
Bro,
me.
what are you talking? He's
No,
doing
they-
this
they-
on
they-
you.
I might not even feel the
He's-
tap. You
Help,
gotta
help,
tell
sorry.
me verbally.
You
But
got it, you got it, you
I
got it.
give up.
I agree with you on if there's other people around because I saw another video of a black dude try to fight a white dude, just assuming the white boy didn't know. what
Yeah,
he was
he's
doing.
like, I'm black. You're gonna lose.
And I knew him immediately after what he did that he trains.
Mhm.
So they was hooping. Black dude got, yada
I
yada
see
yada
now.
yada. They start
I
going
think I saw a video.
and he put him in a hole. He's like, I will snap your shit
I'll
off.
break your shit. Yeah.
And if you don't stop, and everybody was like, "Yo, bro, that's enough.
Yeah.
Like it's
Stop.
over." And the
Yeah.
black dude's pride didn't want it, but he was like, "I'm going to break every." And he was all he had to do was turn that shit, and it was over. And he had his whole shit, and he was like, "No, just stand." He was like, "Listen, I will break your shit if you don't stop." And then he backed up, and his friends intervened, like.
Yeah.
nigga, you're gonna lose your leg.
Yeah,
Like-
it's gonna be really bad.
You know,
Yeah.
if it's a close fight, I'm not gonna respect the tap out. I'll tap, and if they let me go, I'm gonna try to get it back in.
That's the
I'm like,
problem. That's what you got to
nah,
worry
yeah.
about. Yeah.
But if it's like if he's whooping my ass, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, all right, I'm a tap.
Then you just
It's
walk
over.
away. You just got to get out of there.
Good one.
Shake it.
Yeah, good one.
You got me,
You gotta
bro.
look like a sportsman, a good sport. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good fight, right? It was a good fight. Can we say it was a good fight? What? Okay, that's fine. We did a good job.
Put that bastard to sleep. Break their shit off. The fight has to end.
Yeah, he gave him a chance because the thing is, when people know how to fight, they don't want to
Sure though.
do the most.
Nah,
They're like-
some want to try a move. Some been waiting to try a move. You know, ooh.
Hey, bro, in the real fight, I don't know your intentions. I don't know if you're gonna go run to your car and get some other. I don't know what you have
Right.
on you. Knock them out and/or break their shit. You got to end the fight. The fight
Chaz,
is
you sound like the
over.
person in this podcast that is at least some like the one I do not want to fight the most
You
because
don't.
everything you just said is terrible. You're like, you can't choke me out. I'll show you a picture of my daughter, and then I will attack you again. And then if I am winning, like I'm going to try to kill you
I'm not gonna
regardless
try
of
to
what's
kill
going
you.
on.
I want
Like
you
I
to
won't let you
know-
tap.
Disable you.
Yeah. You need to know this fight is over. This fight is. It's not. Let me go, bro. We good. There's no way good. Because
Yeah, that's
I
my point.
probably didn't start it. Most likely, I didn't start this fight.
You started fights with me, Chaz.
What's different, Brennon?
I'm just saying you have started fights with
That
me.
is different.
Not
Yeah.
a,
If
And
you
we
fight
know that you
Chaz,
don't
you
give
gotta
up.
be in. You gotta be probably prepared to die if you're gonna fight Chaz. 'Cause
Chaz is a lot stronger than you think
Oh,
he is.
Chaz-
Nigga,
I
what do you
mean, I
think?
would
He
think.
looks strong. What
I'm
are you
just
talking
saying,
about?
I mean, even still, like I was over next door. We have a bench press, and I was like, let's
Chaz
work out
is
together.
very
But
strong.
Chaz
I was
doesn't
like,
look like he's
God
weak
damn.
though.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
look weak.
Well, Chaz will try to reason with you.
I will.
Yeah.
He has a gun,
Right.
and he's taking time. Wait,
The thing is too is like that altercation when I was with that homeless dude, right?
Right.
Cotty was like, "Where's the gun?" I didn't even think about it.
Right.
Oh, she
The gun-
said, "Where's the gun?"
Yeah, I was like, don't, first of all, don't let him know there's a gun in the building.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, I was like, that's the last thing. I don't want to kill
Right,
you.
right.
That's the last thing on my mind. It's like, it wasn't far, but it's not the last.
I'm still mad about how she told me that fucking story. I had to
Wait,
call
what,
you.
what story? What story? I forget.
There was this homeless dude.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
the homeless
car.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, homeless guy. Yeah.
But when
I
she told me the
politely
story at
removed
home,
him.
she was like, "Oh man, it was a altercation at work." I was like, "What happened?" She was like, "Chaz and a homeless dude." I was like, "What happened?" She was like, "Wasn't that much." I was like, "First of all, you just said Chaz
And a
my
homeless
friend,
dude
and a homeless
fight.
dude."
Who knows what?
I had to get the details from him, and it was a great story.
Wait, I don't know
There
this
were
story.
racial
Can I hear
slurs.
this
People
story?
got bit. Like it was,
Chaz
it
got
was wild
called
as
a
You hit
shit.
a homeless man?
No one got bit. I was worried about getting bit. 'cause
It was
I didn't want
crazy.
to catch meth. You know what I mean?
Catch
meth.
Yeah, you know,
can't
one
get
bite
paid
you.
to
Catch meth.
meth.
That's how you catch
Bite.
meth, bro. If a meth head bites you,
You make it sound like rape.
It's like a vampire.
That's how it happens.
That's how it
not how it
happened.
happens.
Scientific fact.
Nobody
Meth
signs
is not
up.
werewolf.
It
No,
does
no.
sound. It does sound like it's true.
No, nobody signs
definitely
up
not
to
true.
smoke meth. Somebody.
Somebody's like, my life is terrible. I don't care anymore. Is there
That's the
anything that can
first
make
one.
me
And
feel
then when you
good
see
right
that
now?
person, you go, "I'm not doing that shit," and then he bites somebody.
You really don't care.
and
You
then
don't
they-
care.
And you
That's
got,
the
or if you got an
meth
open
heads.
cut and he bites you and puts some meth in your vein.
Yeah,
now,
you a meth head.
now you're shaking.
You ever heard of meth head in the dark?
Yeah, you want the fix.
Yeah,
now
bro,
you need a
don't,
fix.
you don't want to
Is
get
this the
meth
reason you have
spit
me on the
you.
podcast just for this moment? Like, we're gonna defy logic and all stand on one
Have you
side
ever
of this
seen
line.
people like on meth, like that
Yes.
drug?
Yeah.
That shit-
Yeah.
oh my god,
It's
bro.
crazy.
That shit wild.
It's terrifying.
It's not a funny one to watch.
Yeah, it's not.
No.
It's
Some
not.
I
are
haven't
funny
seen
to
it.
watch.
That's why the
You're like,
videos
oh.
don't go around. Nobody wants to see that, man.
Neither
It's
of them.
like,
I seen a dude on the BART smoke crack like live in front of the whole, and it was a different kind of smoke smell.
Yeah.
I bet
Oh,
it was.
Oh,
It
y'all
smelled like-
could have got high.
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
and no one said anything to this dude.
What you gonna say?
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, can you put
I
your crack
walked
away?
away.
You
I'm
obviously
I'm
don't
not
care.
coming between a crack and his crack.
No.
That is not happening.
This nigga was
Between a-
offering
He
it.
gonna take his clothes off and try to
that shit
wrestle
in New
you.
York.
Yeah.
They hit it on the train. You smell it. You're like, oh shit, am I fucking high?
I just switched
Nah, I'm
carts. I was like, you know what? I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
bro.
be the dude to tell this dude he
Yeah,
can't.
Just
Man,
like that's the
bro.
same thing
Yeah,
everybody
fam.
else was
That's
thinking.
a
Like,
wrap.
if you were gonna pull out in a public transit system some crack
You don't give a
and smoke
fuck.
it, you don't care.
You
Words
need
ain't
it.
gonna change
That's
what
You
you about to
actually
do.
need it.
Yeah,
I think
You
the
got the
saddest,
confidence.
Yeah, you need this high
You
right
need
now.
that
That's for
high.
sure.
the saddest visual will be the heroin. I'd be
Oh,
like,
man.
God
Yeah.
damn, bro. They be,
But
I
don't-
mean, the
they don't
lean,
feel
they never
bad.
fall.
They don't feel bad.
They never
feel
fall.
great.
But they be all the way bent over, and I'll be like, God damn, that like, what's appealing about?
In the
that?
muttery
Like,
talk.
That feeling has to be something.
Oh,
That's
they said it's like,
crazy.
what did they
That's
say?
gotta
It's
be
a
great.
It's you
10,000 times better than sex or something like that?
They
Like,
say all drugs.
what?
is
Why
like
would you
that.
even say that out loud? I don't want to know
because
that.
let's
It
look it
has
up.
to be.
They say
You gotta
Because
try
you know
cocaine,
the whatever in your
The
brain,
endorphins.
shits.
Dopamine.
So
If I
they say
had
that
heroin
is
on me
like
right
that
now,
much
who wins?
stronger than an orgasm. That's why people
You
do that
DC
shit.
in? I know DC be in.
I
I have to see.
I don't
what
want it.
your
I mean,
shit
but that's
look
kind of like
What you mean?
I don't
I
know.
I would say there's fears I have associated
fear.
with doing
It has to
certain
be
type
better
of drugs
than
and sex to
sex.
make it
I
better.
need to see what your
orgasms.
needle game looks like.
I got clean needles. I just went to the doctor this
If
morning.
you had like the neon ones with like,
Oh, you want
little-
some cool shit?
Yeah, you need to have. Yeah, some cool shit. I'm like, oh, yo, Chaz came with the fly shit. We is up in there gabbing.
You need your shit looking appealing.
Yeah, like candy flavors. You want this grape soda, heroin? I'm
Yeah,
like,
so it's like a
oh.
Swisher Sweet, but for heroin.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
100
It gotta
times.
look right.
100 times.
Better
100
than
times
sex.
more dopamine than an orgasm.
Woo!
So imagine your best nut.
That's why they
100
fall
times
asleep.
greater than that.
I
But-
can't
but the
imagine.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want no part of that shit.
That's
I don't
actual-
want no part of that
It
shit.
looks
It-
very
that's why-
different because they don't have the.
Nah,
break
they just,
your
nigga,
brain.
they just be
You get broken.
Nigga, they just
Because when you an orgasm, your best orgasm in your life, you're like, ah, you know, you make so you
I'm hurting my
100
back.
times more. You
Oh,
can't
I've
process that.
I've definitely
You arched your back. You said?
like you bust, you're like and like shit lock up. Nigga.
I was like, oh, back hurt all the way down. My blood was like, cramping.
Shit locked up. I've had ab cramps.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
had all
bro.
that shit.
Leg
I'm
cramp.
doing
did it.
too much.
And you go like you said, if it's 100
100
times,
times better than that, bro.
and you've been chasing like after you first time
And you never reach that again.
No,
so
you
that's why
never
they
gonna
call
get
it
it again.
chasing the dragon.
Yeah.
Because
I
you're
felt
trying to
violence before. Like, you better get I'm just wanna
100 times
punch
more
you
than
is so
that,
good.
bro. That's too
crazy.
much. I don't want no parts of that
Yeah,
shit.
so
So when
break
you come
your
off
brain.
that, you're gonna want it again right
Yeah.
away.
Oh, that's why they put them on the whatchamacallit. What did they get them to get off of it?
Yeah.
Oh, another drug. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
used to
got to
work in
wean
a
them
pharma-
off of it.
Yeah, I used to
might
work
have
in a
make that an
pharmacy, and that's
What is that
anniversary
shit
drug.
called?
I should
For
know
what?
because I used to,
because you don't go right back
Methadone.
the next day.
yeah, it is methadone. But the thing is, it's funny. Is like working in a pharmacy. You know how hard it is. 'Cause I was a pharmacy tech. How hard it is not to judge people based upon the prescriptions they pick up. Because people pick up stuff like this is the thing that gets you off heroin, and they just like looking like a regular person. You know, showing up and they're like, "Can you show me your ID? Because you gotta have ID." And it's like, "Oh, this is for you. Yeah,
Oh,
you're not
snap.
picking stuff. for
Wait,
your son
but
or
is it still give you a high?
whatever.
Methanol?
I don't know.
I'm about to
Methadone.
ask
I
for
watched this
I don't know.
documentary and they were putting them on the methadone and it looked like they were still on heroin.
It might.
So it's probably a lesser.
I
Because
imagine it has
like
to be
or
something
dude
like
was
cleaner.
talking, he was like, "Yeah, man, sometimes we just in mid sentence he just left and he
I-
took a break
I
and then
would
came
judge
back
a-
like 5 minutes later."
You said you.
I would judge a lot more people before the methadone people if I worked at.
Oh, bro, it's all over the place.
You
Like
see the people with the vaginal discharges and all
Well,
that.
the thing is, you
I'm
don't
like,
know-
Meth is cool.
you don't know about the
Damn.
vaginal diesel. You'll be like they're getting cream or something. But like the most interesting interactions because back in the day they used to make you like get somebody's ID and verify all kind of stuff to like buy Plan B. It's like you'd have to come to the back, like to verify it, like have to do a whole
for
thing.
Plan B?
Yeah.
Oh, it used to be a thing.
For
So
real?
I worked in the
Because
pharmacy in
people do-
2000.
Wasn't my
Really?
experience.
Yeah, what's my name?
You know something? Now it's not like that. It hasn't been like that for a while. But I worked in the pharmacy in 2007. You know, so like this when Plan B
Well, this
first
is like
came out.
2010.
I'm just saying in Michigan where I was
Oh.
doing it, that was the law. So it's like I remember like teenagers becoming up, you know.
Wait, there was
nervous
a
as hell.
law for buying Plan B.
Well, it's just more so I have to just have
Because you used to
It
couldn't get it
wasn't
over the
as easy over
counter.
the
Yeah,
counter,
you
no.
Yeah.
used to have
Oh.
to like. I mean, you can get over the counter, but you had to like
Go back
I
to
know
the
it always
pharmacy.
Yeah,
been. It's
do all
always
that shit.
been locked up. But
No, you had to like go.
back to the pharmacy.
Yeah, like
we had
do
it
the
locked
whole
up in the
thing,
pharmacy.
yeah.
They have to show me their
I
ID.
had to get it
I have to
one
verify
time,
their
and I
age,
remember it
and
was
then
a
be like, all right,
process,
cool.
but I don't
You have to
remember
buy
it.
it here. You only get one. Like it was a whole
Right.
thing.
That
Oh,
was so
snap.
that people
You couldn't
didn't-
pop them like M&Ms like
Yeah,
now.
so that dudes couldn't just
minutes.
load up on them
Right.
and be like, put that in your drink.
Because I remember when I needed it, I had to go through a friend because the girl, none of her friends had it. So then and it was like a process to get it. So like I had to go through one of my friends and she had like went through somebody else and then brought it to my house. And
Oh,
that's
damn.
how I got like it was
Was
a
that the
whole
most appreciative you've ever been of someone
Oh,
bringing something
absolutely.
to your house?
First of all, it let me know my female friends was like,
they was down
for
for
real.
You. Yeah, they was for real.
they was like, make sure that bitch take it. I was
Oh,
like,
you're saying that for real that they know what it is.
They was like, it was there for me.
Yeah.
Like they was like, make sure she take it.
Homegirls
Watch her.
always got your back.
They
when it comes to
pulled
getting
up.
somebody else pregnant.
that's funny.
They pulled up. I was like, all
I
right.
don't think I got some homegirls like that. I wonder who would pull up for me.
You ain't got a
They
homegirl to
pulled
beat
up.
somebody's ass. Homegirl to get your Plan B.
Well, wife, she
Homegirl to
she
get
tried.
you in the club.
Wait, try.
No. You know who my go-to? I had to hit Kanisha. That'd be my go-to.
Oh, Kanisha's a writer.
Kanisha.
Yeah,
Kanisha
she right.
was
That's
She
my.
right.
That's
Yeah.
my.
Kanisha will look out.
I'll take Keisha E.
Angelina Spicer would be my. They're very different in how I would use them for help, but
Mhm.
but you know, if I need some shit to happen, I'm like, yo, KB.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you
Random
got me, Mo. Yo, appreciate you.
Random side thought, the most surprising thing about working in a pharmacy, which I don't know why it was surprising to me at the time, was they bring all the different pill bottles in and they have them all on the shelves, like in different quantities based upon how much people buy them. Man, them Vicodin pill bottles were like this big.
Ooh,
Like they just be vats of Vicodin pill.
Vicodin's a good time.
It was probably like 50% of the prescriptions we sold was like some form of Vicodin.
I had
Vicodin's a good
Vicodin
time.
once. I hated it.
I loved it.
Wow.
I hate
Vicodin.
Vicodin.
Oh,
I hate
loved
Vicodin.
it. Oh,
Vicodin's
it
a
was
good feel.
Good
Yeah, it was a
time.
good feel.
I
I
do
never
not like
did it.
Vicodin.
I
I
called
broke
my
my
doctor
leg
and
and
asked for
stopped
more. He
using
was
it.
like, nah.
Me too.
Yeah, they said
Well,
no.
But I
Yeah.
think it comes. I think depending on the first time you use it, changes how you feel about it. It's like for me, the first time I ever had Vicodin was because I had knee surgery, and so I was just like, "This is terrible.
It was
Like,
awful.
I hate this so much."
I had to get it from my wisdom teeth.
My wisdom teeth. I don't remember 3 days.
Yep.
That's made me say I'm
Yep.
not doing it.
It was but I remember, like, I had slight pain, like after your first initial, where you don't need it no more. Like, you just got to suck it up.
Right.
And I was like, Mom, just give me more of the Vicodin. And she was like, nah. And I was like, all right. If I did that, I know I had a problem.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
very easy to get addicted to.
I
can
was
see that.
Vicodin deep with the water pick, like then
Yep.
I was done with the Vicodin and did the water pick and was like,
that
that's
shit
straight
hurt,
bone
bro.
in there.
But, you know, for the 2 days, like 2-3 days, it was lovely.
Just putting in Vicodin.
It was lovely.
That's the worst, bro. I hate not feeling. This is why I don't drink or smoke. 'Cause I don't like not feeling
Life.
100%.
You don't like life.
I'm about to say you don't like enjoying things, boring motherfucker.
I don't like feeling not 100% control.
And you don't
of
even like
myself.
beer or anything, huh, Chaz?
Well, beer is
Beer's
disgusting.
trash,
Yeah,
though.
so I
Yeah,
don't know how people drink
beer
that
is
shit.
not disgusting.
It is so horrible.
Well, if you really
cold
don't like
brewski?
beer, I always challenge people to go to something like an international beer festival.
Yeah.
And then, because the thing is, there's so many different varieties
There's
of
more
beer.
beers to drink that I don't like.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, I
like,
don't like this one
Like,
because
I've
of this.
had tolerable beers, but they're
listen,
still not good.
you can have like 145 different beer tastes in a day. And I'm telling you, there's going to be one in there that you're going to be like, this?
Yeah,
There's
there's
gonna
gonna
be-
be
by the time you're drunk,
I was gonna
Some
say, I'm
beers-
sure by the time I'm
You're
drunk,
Yeah.
supposed to spit it out.
They got
Like,
some
pretty
beers
good.
that are
You're
like,
supposed to spit
apple
it out.
cider.
Well, them
Those-
cider beers are
they
those are
remotely
fine.
taste like
Yeah.
cider.
Those aren't bad.
Beers are not.
beer don't
But
like
beers are-
any alcohol upsets my stomach 100% of the time. There's never been one time I've had any kind of alcohol.
You did good on my birthday. You
I
took a
didn't-
shot,
I
right?
didn't drink on your birthday.
You liar.
Oh yeah, I definitely like I didn't drink on your birthday.
Y'all in the circle with us? Hey.
Oh yeah, I was all water, baby. I didn't drink tequila for me. Yeah, I didn't drink on your birthday.
I thought you.
Last time I
You
had
feel
alcohol
violated,
I
don't
feel
you?
violated.
was,
I thought we was
I
all-
had a little champagne on New Year's.
Yo
And that-
said she's
Before that was probably then. Huh?
Yo be down all
Yo
the time.
took
Yeah,
the
yo,
shot
yeah,
for
Yo
it.
show up with a bottle.
Yo be pulling
The
up.
tequila.
Oh yeah, I'm really worried about her.
Yo, it don't
I
even
talked about
be
that time I found that it
in
was
the back seat.
the tequila bottle. I was
Like, yo.
oh, this is open.
Yo will show up with like no plans. Like, if you have an impromptu thing, we be like, oh, we gotta go to the store and get a bottle. You'll be like, nah, I'm going to the car.
Right
We be like,
here.
what?
Pull
You
out
just
her
have
bra.
it?
There you go.
You just have it? Yeah, I got it.
just
She
say
pull out her bra, be cold. How is that possible?
She's like, you got to step it up, Chaz.
I'm like, man, it got me. She just drinks for me, and then I drive her around drunk. It works.
It's a good time.
Some relationships work like
just
that.
work.
You like that. You gotta
It
have
should be
have one
easy.
that's more chill.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be the chill one though.
Yeah,
Like I'm pretty chill, but like we'll be like, we're us, right?
right.
So I didn't realize how tame I was compared to when you go out and about with
Yeah.
the regulars. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm pretty boring.
Oh, you're definitely
Yeah.
the go-to DD.
Yeah,
know?
drinks don't go with your activities though. You want to go clean guns and drink,
Right.
Muay Thai and drink, nah.
I mean, yeah, I guess not. It's just never been appealing, bro. Like my friends would go and they would go get drunk and drink, and I'd be like, "This is dumb."
I mean, I get it.
Or they get in a fight, especially when I was younger. Oh, my
Yeah.
family, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
be seeing that, but like, I'm good here, guys.
I get it. I mean, low key,
You saw
like,
enough fools for you, like,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
I'm on my way out. Me and DC was talking about that the other day.
Yeah, me
Done
too.
drinking?
I'm on my way out, bro. Like, I've only this year, I think I've only done it like, and mind you, this is all the times we're on the road. I'll be on them ships, like, it's
Yeah.
free, and I maybe 3 times so far this year, and normally that would be every trip,
Right.
and I ain't been feeling it. I've
Mm.
just been like, no, I'm good.
I've
It's
definitely
funny.
cut back. I just like having a clear head.
I,
And
uh,
waking up clear-minded. You
I've
feels
never
way
been a
better.
big drinker. I had like a year, like when I was 20 years old, like the year before I became legal, I was like,
Mhm.
I want all the alcohol. And then after it was like, that took all, like, I turned 21, I was like, oh, wait, I can just get this anywhere.
What about drugs?
I mean, I
Drugs
do
are
the
a good
legal
time.
things all the time.
Oh, okay.
I smoke weed. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
That was my jam. That's been my
Yeah.
jam my whole life. I'm just like, yeah.
That's
I-
becoming my
Wait, when did
jam.
you start
Yeah.
smoking weed?
when I was 19.
You know how to roll a blunt and all that?
I still cannot roll a goddamn thing.
Oh, how you? Oh, okay.
No, I'll use a bowl. I'll use a bong.
Oh, you never rolled?
No, bro. I remember I went to Amsterdam and I was really excited because they had this is before it was legal everywhere here.
Yeah.
And I went to Amsterdam and I was super excited about it because I'm like, they have these coffee shops or these little shops that, they got weed or whatever. And no one tells you that you have to be able to roll your own shit. So like, and I can't roll. So I got there and I'm by myself, right? I'm like, cool. I go up to the counter. I was like, I'll have some sativa, and they just put like a jar and some papers next to me. And I was like, could you roll this for me? And literally the bud tender laughed at me. He's like, sounds like a good day for you to learn. And I'm just like, all right. So I
I
just
could
sat
see him
there.
over there struggling.
No, I struggled. That was the worst joint. Like, and he was just like, he felt so bad for me that he rolled one for me because he saw the effort. It wasn't like a lack of effort. Like, there's just certain things that don't work in my brain, and that like for me,
I can't roll papers. But
Yeah,
like,
I just can't-
Like a swisher, I can do a swisher.
well, the swisher's
I can
already
roll
pretty much
in the
rolled. That's
dark
pretty easy
in
to
the
do.
winter with
you
numb
do this.
fingers
Chaz is
and
crazy,
a
bro.
dry tongue.
But you're talking about the
Yes,
swisher
anyway.
wraps. I'm talking about the swisher you have to take the tobacco out of.
I could do better with that, but I would always I would end up with like half of a good blunt if I had a swisher.
Okay.
Because it's like I'll roll it, but I'll crack it, and I'm like, all right, well, here's what's left.
There's no such thing
Yeah.
as half of a good blunt. You fucked the blunt up.
I bet you smoking. If that's all we got, I bet you smoking though.
I don't see
Correct.
how
Yeah,
you
smoke
slow. Like I get we slow up drinking because our kids are older, but
Right.
I don't see why drinking with young kids, but when they're older, like my kids want to take me out. And
It's
get
fun.
me.
It's fun drinking when I do drink with IVNA. It's fun, but
It's
I'm
not
like
as many
I'm leaving it to
days.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like y'all can if y'all want to do this.
I was
but
like,
I'm
I need
popping,
my drink
tapping out.
day.
Like I used to be the one to be like, let's get a bottle. Now
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care if we don't drink it all.
Yeah,
Like,
I like it. I like waking up.
I mess with
good.
wine now though. That's a new thing for me. It's
even
like,
that, I'm like,
My brother
Wine
and
just
his,
don't do
his
it
wife.
for me. I rather.
It
I want to
didn't.
get. I want to get. If I
if
want to
I'm gonna do
drink.
it, get the job done.
Yeah,
Let's
I
do
want
it.
to be.
But the thing is,
drunk.
you get like, have you guys had like really good wine though? Because they're winos. They don't just drink wine. They're like, no, we got to get this specific bottle from this specific year, from this specific area in the world that we want to drink tonight because we're pairing it with this thing. And
I
I'm like,
hate
this
that
is stupid.
shit.
That's why I'm like, this is
There's
There's a
stupid.
lot of people like that.
I
yeah.
hate all this. But then they're like, just shut up and drink this with this. And I'm just like,
I mean, it
okay.
worked. It
It's a
worked.
chill. It's a chill
chill
vibe.
vibe.
it is. I like it.
It's
I
a
like
different
it.
kind of drunk.
So you
Right.
guys are gonna do sober family vacations? Just
Wait,
You
wait,
sound
wait,
so
whoa,
disappointed.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
You're
whoa, whoa,
disappointed
whoa,
right
hiking
now.
with
Whoa, whoa,
trail
whoa.
mix and shit.
All I said-
Kids are sleeping.
All I said was I'm
Good
cutting back
trail
on
mix.
drinking. I didn't say anything else.
Okay.
That's
I
a
said-
really
I
big
said to
distinction.
cut back on
Mushrooms at
drinking.
Drinking is a
Disneyland.
I
downer.
didn't say anything about.
Mushrooms
Shrooms
Now,
at
if you see
Disneyland?
me licking a wall, mind your business. Mind your
Schnauzleberry
business.
tastes like Schnauzleberry.
Yeah, fine. He'll be fine about 20,
Mind
30
your
Yeah,
business.
just talk to him tomorrow. He'll be good.
Keon climbing shit.
It's
Keon
like, y'all,
down,
do y'all feel the
please.
energy of this tree?
Mind your business.
Can't like, man, this ride ain't it ain't doing enough.
So
When you
you're
went to
the-
Amsterdam, what language is it? English over there?
Dutch.
Dutch.
Yeah.
What does that sound like?
Deutsch.
That's a good question. They don't really. The thing is, everybody speaks English, so like you don't actually hear very much Dutch when you're out there. But I'm not even
And
gonna try to
then when
imitate
you're
it.
in Amsterdam, you see a large group
It's a lot of
percentage
tourists.
of Ukrainian women.
In Amsterdam.
You talking about the red light district?
In the red light district.
Yeah.
Are they-
I mean, I
Oh,
got
is it really
my red.
close?
My red light district experience was terrible.
You get
Yeah,
a hooker?
mine was terrible.
No, I
too.
didn't get to actually experience it because I was supposed to go with my boy, and he fell for a woman in Austria.
Fell for a woman.
Bro, like we were
That sounds
ice
like
cream.
me.
A woman at an ice cream shop. He fell in love with her. And he
Women at
currently,
ice cream
I
shop.
love her.
he literally married her now.
Okay.
He has a they just
Is
had a
he a
child.
hooker? I love her.
He married her, but he abandoned me. We were supposed to travel through Europe together. He's my boy. He's like one of my business partners, and we're like, all right, cool. We finished this job in Europe. Now let's travel through the rest of Europe. And so we had a whole itinerary I put together. Bought all the tickets, bought all the train stuff. And he's like, the day we were about to leave that morning, he's like, bro, I can't go. I'm like, what are you talking about? I can't go, man. Like that girl, man. I got to go back and see her. And I
Oh,
was
this
like,
boo.
I hate you. You know, and I was like, you better marry her. And he ended up marrying her. So I was like,
true
it's fine.
love.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
How
so
long
it's
they
true
been
love.
together
But I
now?
ended probably like 7 years.
Oh, well then, hey,
That's
man.
a story.
That's true. It's a good story.
You
But
gotta
at the
check that out.
time,
You almost ruined his day.
at the time,
His
that's
future.
a whole ass Negro because now what, like, you know,
Why
I'm,
do you hate love, Brennan?
Right.
it's not that I hate
Brennan.
love. It's
He
just
went
like
to the red light district with
by
his friend.
myself.
Yeah,
I
you're-
was, you know what I'm saying?
That's the best time.
That's real creepy to be in the red light
Thank
district
you.
by yourself.
Thank you.
We went like 20 deep.
that seems
and it's still-
creepier.
Yeah,
That's
right.
creepier.
Not
By
when you
yourself
see
is
it.
you.
I was
I was-
normal.
It's
No,
like
I couldn't do it.
a
Yeah.
Disneyland street where it's just packed.
I
filled
don't
with
want to
people.
be around. I want to have my hoodie on, wear a face mask, just be like, I don't know.
We
Nah,
like,
bro.
oh, look
Well,
at
'cause
the
the thing is-
prostitutes.
No, the thing that you have to worry about when you're traveling by yourself is that you start getting into seedy situations. Nobody has your back.
Right.
There's literally nobody.
Especially
So
you're gonna
for
be
me,
on drugs and shit.
You're a
exactly. If you want to
Here's
go mess
almost
around doing some dumb stuff,
Yeah.
like I could have gotten traffic, Chaz.
Brennon in the mirror in the windows.
Well, you gotta be more careful, but you can still
For me,
maneuver.
I like being in a group. If I'm gonna be reckless, I like being in a
Not
group.
20
The thing is,
niggas.
there's two
Not
reasons.
20 niggas,
No,
that's
20
too
is too
much.
many. There's
Yeah.
two reasons you want to be in a group.
Not
For
if you
safety,
get them in.
for me, it's for safety and
Yeah,
for
true.
self-control.
Yeah, out the
because
country,
like
yeah.
my boy's gonna be like, "What did you just?" You know, just like, "No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that." You know, so for
Self
me,
control.
it allows me
Because
not to go
sometimes
too
your
crazy.
niggas encourage some dumb
Well, I
shit.
feel like you
But
gotta
not the
roll with
dumbest shit.
cats.
No, not.
You gotta roll with cats who are like, hey, there's no judgment zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to roll with anybody who's gonna hold me back. If I want to be with somebody who's gonna.
I
Like,
want
hey,
people that are gonna hold me back when I need to be held back.
If
It depends,
if that
bro.
if that heroin needle's coming,
Yeah,
please.
I'm
That's
slapping
the
your
line.
ass.
There's
Please,
always
But
a
if,
line.
but if you're just an ugly bitch, I'm like, hey nigga,
My point being is
Wait,
that there's no
that's
line.
on you, bro. Yeah.
That's why
on
you
baby.
need 20 people.
Learn some Dutch, my nigga. Like,
Ah,
that's
what
all
do you
I'm
mean?
saying.
What do you
That's why you need
20
20
for?
people, because then there'll be like 3 or 4 other dudes that'll be like, hey, let's go get some ugly women. There might be 2 other dudes like, let's do the heroin then. Might as well
Why
be
you
here.
pointing at me when you said the hair?
You
We know
heroin
where you're
dude.
going, Brennan. We know where you're doing.
You're the
Brennan,
druggie in here.
Obviously, right. No, I said I smoke weed, and somebody in the chat was like, "Brennan smokes weed." I'm like, "Is that surprising?"
Yeah.
Oh, y'all
It's
get
not-
real deal,
it's not
baby.
surprising that
Very-
anybody smokes weed.
That's
It's
how I
actually
feel.
Yeah,
more
weed should
surprising
get-
for
yeah.
people who don't. Like I get the why not? Like I get the question.
You do seem like you smoke weed,
I
though.
offend
People
people
tell me that.
when they find out that I don't smoke weed. They be like, "What?"
But
Well, you
used to,
always
though.
sound
Man.
high.
I
Yeah,
know, but
DC got the high
so
vibe.
long ago.
DC almost took that and ain't nothing there. He still.
I don't smoke weed. Stop. I don't. I don't.
You're
I
the only
wait, why
one
do-
at this table that I would even think to pass a
I
blunt.
don't. Exactly. That's the crazy
Like,
part. That's the crazy
Yeah, I
part
don't want the
about
blunt.
it. I haven't smoked weed in over. It's been
Why did you stop?
years. Because my college, they would do random drug tests. When I
Okay.
say random, meaning like you just
They
walking
kick your
from a
door
class, you 3 come with us, like that.
What
If
college?
you got
What kind of
caught-
class? What kind of college?
Cal State Maritime Academy. It was like a marine school.
Marine
okay.
Yeah,
biology.
so they would be testing like that. And
Oh, you was a surfer dude.
no,
You
but
was
with doing that, I lost the urge. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I don't want to.
So you haven't even touched it since. then.
Yeah, since then I've touched it here and there, but not enough to where I'm gonna go get my own weed. Someone has to have it.
I give my shit away.
Yeah, and if someone has it, if I'm
I
not-
can't do edibles with friends.
I
If
can't-
I
I
ever
give
be
it
like
to
this,
it.
here,
Yeah.
Keon.
Oh,
pop you an
edibles. I'm
edible.
taking.
Like I've been around Craig hella time smoking. I've never hit his blunt.
Hey, Tony's here. Tony Baker, right there.
Because there
What
wasn't
up, Tony?
enough.
Thanks for having me on, Tony Baker. Appreciate you, man.
Jamaican
Why they
rules.
keep talking?
You don't
Oh yeah,
pass
we might as
the
well do
blunt.
it. Yeah.
Everybody come with that.
He's like, yeah, y'all. Tony's like, get the ads in, y'all.
Yeah. No, because
Well, we were there.
we went off the rails.
Yeah,
we were there. We went off the
Yeah.
rails
Yeah.
because we were talking about languages, and everybody should learn languages. And to do that, we use Babbel. All right. One of the most exciting things about the new year is you have no idea what adventures are in store for you as we talk about adventures. And from new travel experiences to new job or picking up new skills, there is no better way to prepare for 2023 than learning a new language with Babbel. Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons. You can feel confident no matter where it takes you. I've been playing the games lately. I've been
It's
playing
dope.
like
Yeah.
I be on Babbel and I be playing the little game where you gotta get the Spanish sentences right to free the little guy that's in the jail or whatever. Like I be playing all the games because I feel like
Do you feel like are you like semi-fluent
yeah,
now?
because this was my problem is even though I be doing it, reading it, I'm straight.
Oh, but like hearing it, is
It's too fast.
Got
It
you.
is just too fast. What happens is they start when I can read it, I can see each word. They start blending stuff together when they speak it, and then I'm like, slow down.
So what I'll
Like,
say, so I just recently became semi-fluent in Spanish,
okay.
and apps like things like Babbel helps tremendously because what right now is really difficult for you. But the thing is, it's like you have to put a bunch of pieces together. So when you start traveling and you get put into a place where the only thing is there is
Right.
that, you go back into child brain. And when you're there, your brain is literally reaching for whatever it can to understand what everyone's saying around you because you feel stupid. Like when you're around like a bunch of people speaking something you don't understand all the time, you feel dumb. And then Babbel gives you those tools where you're just like, oh, I actually understood this word. I understood this
so
word.
you get more confident.
You get more
my,
confident.
My issue is confidence.
You'll start picking out words, and then
How
you'll start
build
being able to
that
figure out what's
also
going on.
Is doing language field trips. You go to the restaurant, you work on a little bit of stuff.
Just
that's on
only
the-
like speak to me
Mhm.
only in
In
Spanish.
small
Now I ain't gonna lie, I
sections.
was on ship once, and I was with this Latino family, and I was like, we're only doing Spanish. And honestly, throughout the night, I started picking up them sentences.
It works.
But
yeah.
but to say it back, I was like, yo, prendo,
But you got- the
it's
thing
muy
is-
mal, like I was panicking. Well,
Yeah,
with
no
Babbel, you can
child,
choose
either
14
one.
different languages, plus their speech recognition technology helps you improve your pronunciation and your accent. That part is actually easy for me. There's so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. So start your new language journey today with Babbel. That is babbel.com/issues. Ooh, and right now you get 55% off.
Dang.
Come on, baby.
That's extra.
We out here.
55% off. So that's Babbel,
56.
BABBEL.com/issues,
That was
up to
wrong.
55% off.
I'm a big fan of us traveling, and this is a huge help to that. Like
Yeah,
you start
it is
feeling more
good.
confident, then you're like, I'm gonna start going to more Spanish-speaking countries. Like for me, I'm like, I'm in now.
Right.
I'm like, y'all can't just be talking about me when I'm there. I can understand it. So it really helps a lot. I'm about it.
What's
No,
the
that was
Spanish-speaking country?
Which ones have I been to?
No, which one you want to go to?
Which one do I want to go to that I haven't been to? Right now, I would want to go to Argentina
Alone or with family?
with one person.
Is it
Punta Cana is nice.
Punta Cana. You been to Argentina?
Mhm.
Dope. I've never been. So I've been to Brazil. I've been to Peru.
As your child becomes a teen, that's a great place to take them for a vacation. The teens like go and hang out all night,
Mhm.
and the parents like sit on the strip and eat and stuff, and the kids like party, and then they come back.
Like how old?
Somewhere between like 12 to like 16.
Where did that go?
17. They go to like clubs and stuff like in the area,
Like
But
teen
the-
clubs?
But the parents know their kids aren't out there wilding. They have a certain moral base, but they still trust them to go.
I actually
out like
support that type of parenting because that's kind of what my parents did after I turned about 17, 18, 19. They created
You're
an
an
environment.
adult already.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, but they created an environment. When I'm
grown.
saying you're grown, but they created an environment. Like, let's put it this way: the drunkest I've ever been in my life is in front of my parents. And that was great because for me, it's like I'm good. Like, there's not like no matter what happens, my parents are gonna make sure I'm okay.
I mean, that's probably the safest place.
It's the safest place to learn those limits because you know
Yeah.
you're with some people you think are your friends.
Like
you can
said,
sleep on.
hey, my nigga, you do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. It's like is that a man? Like,
you
yeah,
know you
man,
ain't
do what
gonna
you gotta
wake up
do.
next to
Yeah.
one of your parents like, oh, what did I do?
Oh, God. No.
Come on.
You find the lines. Why?
What did I do?
Oh,
You're not even my type.
You just
Dad.
can't help yourself, man. You can't help
Not in
it.
my type, Dad.
Yeah, I've been loaded in front of my parents, like loaded.
Yeah, my
I remember my
parents-
mom was laughing at us one night. We were going out. She was visiting, and we were all about to go out. And my boy was asking for some food or something. She was like, "Y'all better eat before y'all go out there and get messed up, so you have something on your stomach." She was still
Right
momming.
about-
Like
right
she was
about
like,
that,
"Y'all be
Mom."
responsible. Are y'all driving?" We was like, "Nah." It was actually the club was down the street. I lived up the hill from the club. I was like, "We gonna walk." She was like, "All right, well then, y'all be safe." And you know, whatever. We was like, "All right, bet." Because some people was like, can we drink in front of her? I was like, "Nigga, we grown now." Like,
Yeah. My mom
It
is
is, it
wild.
is.
Like my mom will out party me right now. My mom.
Where's
was-
your parents from? Are they from Michigan too?
Yeah, my mom grew up in Flint.
Mhm.
My dad's from Petersburg, Virginia.
Petersburg.
Yeah, my parents are a party though.
base.
You said what?
Military base. Petersburg.
Oh, I didn't know there was
Virginia.
military base there.
Yes.
Oh, it is? Yeah, you're right. I did know that, didn't I?
Isn't that
So,
where,
you know, Mir's my
Trey-
cousin.
isn't
I don't
that
know
where
if
We
you-
Trey-
learned that like not too long ago.
You
I
from
had
where
no
Trey
idea.
Songz is from?
Yeah,
right?
that's where Trey
Yeah.
Songz is from. And
Yeah.
Pusha T
Yeah.
too,
Is he
right?
supposed to say, yep? He did.
He didn't do it. He missed it.
Oh, Virginia
Yeah.
Beach.
I thought he was.
Yeah, Trey Songz from there, you know.
And then what?
Chris
and then,
Brown, too,
No,
right?
he's from Tappahannock. Yeah, I almost said Tallahassee.
Mir knows all them. So y'all know.
Blair Underwood, Moses Malone.
Moses Malone.
Yeah, my dad
Not
talked about
Carl.
him a lot.
No,
Just kidding.
not Carl. Moses Malone.
No,
Carl.
not
Because-
Carl. Not Carl Malone.
Not
Carl
Carl
I'm
Malone.
shocked that people are just now finding out.
I
about
didn't
Karl
know
Malone.
about any
You
of
didn't
that.
know that?
I didn't know
I
any of
thought
that.
He's been a
everybody knew
menace.
that.
man.
They didn't make it like for
He's
me.
been a menace for decades.
But the thing is, though, Karl Malone was a menace before social media.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
so, like, it was in the
that's
news
when it was
cycle.
safe to be a menace.
Exactly, but it was in some news cycles, but then it's just gone.
I
Whereas
thought
now, it's like
everybody knew
anytime
that.
his name,
Yo, he-
anytime somebody who's a pedophile's name comes up, everybody comes back immediately. He's like, this. When's the last time Karl Malone's name came up in anything?
When
Because
he
he
hit
does it
on,
on
when he
purpose.
hit on Kobe Bryant's 17-year-old wife.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
He
When
did
he was on
what?
the Lakers.
When he was on the Lakers.
I didn't
hit-
know about that part.
He
But I was
Karl
probably
What?
Malone
anyway.
is trash.
Why you wearing a cowboy hat? I'm hunting for little Mexican girls. That's what he said. That was the
You're
big
joking.
thing.
You're
That's why he
joking.
got cut from the team.
He literally
Come
said
from what
that.
team?
the Lakers.
I didn't know
Didn't
he
he
was
get
on the
cut?
Lakers.
Didn't he get hurt?
Yeah, it was like
Well,
his last season. He was on the Lakers.
It became a big thing.
They were supposed to win the
he was
championship.
old.
They got
He
smashed.
was old.
He was old then.
He was super old.
Just
Still averaging 20 though.
He's an old career.
season.
Yeah.
He's still
Karl
20
Malone
and
was
10.
very good at scoring back.
Didn't they just
yeah.
try to interview him and he was like, I'm not gonna talk about that. It
Yeah,
happened.
during the All-Star.
I want to talk
Yeah.
about it.
That, and that's
either.
the thing too. Like Karl Malone is so shitty when people call him out on his bad parenting or having a, but he just be like, I don't want to talk. Like,
Yeah.
like he like. There's no remorse for anything
No.
that he just talks like, leave me the fuck alone.
because
He's
a piece of shit.
It doesn't affect his world because all he does is drive trucks. So when he stops at the truck stations, they don't care.
Wait, he's a
Yeah.
truck driver?
Yeah, he drives his 18-wheeler all the time.
He's
Like
like
Karl
a-
Malone
he
is
lives
a
like a
country
real
ass.
He lives like a
dude.
regular
But he's a
person.
millionaire. Why is he driving
He's a
trucks?
country.
Because that's what he likes to do.
Yeah.
Jesus. No, for me, the
That's
issue, like for me, after you posted that, I went and did my own research, right? And to find out that this dude impregnated like what a 13-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 at the
13.
time.
When
Yeah.
how
He
how
was in
he?
college.
12. He was
He was in
20.
college.
He
He
was
was
like
at
19 or
LSU.
20.
Yeah, and
I mean,
then
He's a college
Louisiana
star.
Tech,
and
wherever he
then
was.
like when found out that it was his child, was just like screw that child. The child approaches him and he's just like, it's
You
too late for
grown
me to
now,
be your
bro.
dad.
Yeah.
It's part of the deal
Bro.
that they made, whatever the
Right.
franchise made a deal
And the
with
parents had something to do with it too. Like they didn't want him to get in trouble or some shit. I don't know.
because then he would have been in jail. And
Yeah.
even though he didn't financially step
Yeah.
up
It was.
anyway.
It was.
He didn't
You're
do
gonna have this
anything.
baby anyway, so you might as well get this. He
was
didn't
like,
put the
no.
money in. He
No.
got no child
he
support.
literally was
no.
never there.
He
He
wasn't
did
around.
he did nothing.
There was
So
no
they
child
let
support
their
or nothing?
they let their teenage child have this kid in hopes that they was gonna get some money or something.
They
He
never
never take
got
care
it.
of that baby.
He didn't do
Wait,
nothing.
wait. No one. There was child support back in these days.
He didn't pay shit.
No.
That's
They-
only the child support will only be if you actually take it to court.
Yeah,
And
and
it
they
proves that
didn't
he-
want to put him. They didn't.
Then
Yeah, exactly.
it would prove that he
and then he's
raped
going
her.
to jail.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's bigger than him though, because of course the franchise team stepped in and had some sort of dealings
Man.
with.
that's why Donovan Mitchell left. He knew better.
He is.
Well, that was a
Well,
long
then they get in
time away from Donovan
John
Mitchell.
Stockton too, being best friends with him and allowing.
Wait, John Stockton? What? Don't.
Well,
so-
they're best
He's
friends.
got his own.
He's like I heard he's like super conspiracy kind of dude now. or
conservative
something.
conspiracy.
John
yeah.
Stockton's conservative
He's
conspiracy.
in Utah
I mean,
for
look at
20
him.
But then
years.
it was like they literally was like,
I'm
"All right, we're
just
gonna
like-
do the All Star game in Utah." And they was like, "All right, who we gonna pick?" In between those two, they picked Karl Malone.
Yeah, and they didn't let
Wow.
Stockton come. Couldn't do both. Which
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna let them, in.
That's
put-
why they ain't never
Wait,
won nothing.
You know how
Let's
bad you got to
Stockton,
be
man.
for them to let a pedophile nigga to go versus a white boy? Like you gotta,
Yo,
like he got to be out
It was
there.
so bad they
Isn't
were
he the
looking for
leader?
Kevin Duckworth.
isn't John Stockton the like all-time leader in assists in the NBA?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Karl Malone is like top what?
Top
two,
three,
three now.
points or
Yeah, top
something?
three
now.
scoring.
Mhm.
Three now.
It goes. It's LeBron, Kareem, Carl. Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, bro, it's I'm not. Here's the thing about Stockton. As
Did he
far
get,
as I
didn't
know,
he get banned from the Gonzaga games?
Yeah, but all I know is that it was his own. Are you not entitled to have your own thoughts, your own beliefs?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't think he did any. I don't.
That's what I
know
was
the
thinking. I
whole
was like, did he do
Stockton
something
thing.
illegal, or is he just? Because it's not illegal to be a Trump supporter. You might not like it, but I go,
Right.
you're allowed to live your
it's
life and
illegal
go
on
be.
Instagram. And
It
social
is.
media.
Right.
No,
Which
it's not.
honestly, bro, that bothers me that you can't have your political views and still go to work and you can't do this. I'm like, you're
Did he
allowed.
leave?
You're allowed to do those things.
Yeah.
DC dipped
He
out.
left his snacks.
No,
He
he
got all
left
the
his
shit.
shit.
I don't.
His glass.
His
He's just,
keys are here.
he's just taking a shit. I
No,
thought
he
about
probably
that too.
taking the shit then. Yeah.
I mean,
You know
it's
what I
fine.
mean?
He
Just
didn't
taking a
say bye.
shit.
I was
Nah.
like,
Oh
He just
man,
got up.
you guys want to update? I have, since I'm a dad, and I'll tell you about what's going on with the kids.
Yeah,
You wanna
yeah,
hear about
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Well, first, can we be back with another episode of Daddy Issues?
Hey.
Can we say who we're talking to?
Daddy
Oh,
issues.
yeah.
We had all our
Children?
kids with adult women.
Yeah,
we
apparently.
did.
Yeah.
On this episode
Yeah,
of Daddy
absolutely.
Issues, we only have sex with grown-ups.
How not to be a pedophile.
Mother of my child's older than me.
There you go.
We out here.
Be extra safe.
Extra safe. And not safe at the same time. It's great.
Take no risk. She's twice as old as us.
like, wait, what?
Matter of fact, I was molested.
Nobody would even care.
She almost died having a baby. That's how old she was. What's happening with you and the kid?
Oh man, he's great, bro.
Yeah?
Like we're super connected.
How old
now.
is he now?
He is about to be 14 months in a couple days.
Yeah.
Man, that was
Okay,
fast.
still,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, bro.
one.
He's walking.
Alright.
I
He's,
feel like you was just
he's
like I'm
using
about to have a
some
baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's out here doing it now.
Good.
He
So
is
what's your height?
He's a little Thank you.
Hey!
I was waiting. I knew something was gonna come. I knew it. But he, y'all know how it is. Y'all done been through this part. Like he's a Tasmanian devil.
Mhm.
Like he can walk now, so
Yeah,
he
he
just
can
gets
into
into
shit.
everything.
My daughter was never the same. Once she could walk, she used to be a chill kid.
Yeah.
And once she could walk, she was never the same.
Did y'all ever lose y'all kid before?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's coming.
The school,
Oh, yeah, that
the
would
school
be dead
lost them. Does that count?
Yeah.
Nah, that's
that
not on your
counts as
watch.
you lost it.
That's not on your
It's
watch.
always on your watch.
Wait, you lost both of your kids or just one of them?
No, you know, sometimes you look up, you're like, what the hell? You gotta go find them.
Nah, it hasn't happened yet. I mean, because I have a pretty small house, so it's like it's literally like a few steps.
But they
in
can
any
get
direction.
into stuff. Like I remember my boy, he couldn't find his son for hella long, and he didn't hear no noises. He didn't hear, so he was like, well, I don't know where he started panicking.
Yeah.
He all of a sudden he sees the clothes in the bottom of the hamper moving. This nigga somehow got into the and was playing in the dirty clothes for hella long,
Wow.
quietly, and he could not find them. Then he finally found them, and he picked the baby up. The baby's like what's the
We
problem?
good. What's
Like,
all good?
I was having a
You
great
just put it
time.
back
Yeah.
in. Quietly
Wow.
means it's going good.
Yeah, I mean, Izzy was sleeping in her little. She has this little princess tent thing, and I was like, where is he? Is he? And I'm like, I didn't know where she was. Did not think to go check that thing, and then I went and looked, and she's knocked out. I was like, panic, bro. I was like, yo,
just be- they
man, I
just-
thought I lost. I'm
It'd
like
be so fast.
checking out the outside the door. I'm like, oh no, I lost it. It's knocked out.
Are you jealous about all the new technology that they get to enjoy?
Yes.
Yes.
Even to teething.
No, I see his kids. When Keon pulls up in here and they both got their own like iPads with their specific learning games on them. And Keon's like, yo, here's your headphones. Sit over there and shut up. Them kids is chilling.
You know how the pressure was to not get in trouble when you had nothing to do.
You had
Man.
nothing. You sitting there just like, don't make noises, don't break anything, don't say like,
You be
you're
like-
sitting there just like, what can I do? Nothing. Shut up.
You're at the teething age.
Yeah, he's
That's-
teething hard.
ooh.
He's teething hard. But
That's when they
he
just
his-
cry for no reason.
Well,
You'll
his
get
teeth, a lot of
bit,
his
too.
teeth came in his teeth started coming in at 4 months.
Oh,
Jesus.
damn.
Yeah, so he already has like a
He's
full.
got a full
Yeah,
smile.
he already has a
Shark
full smile.
mouth over there.
Right now he has
Got gold ones.
he's
Sheesh.
14 months and I think he has 9 or 10
full
teeth.
smile?
Jeez
Oh,
Louise.
okay.
Yeah, he can. Like, he's eating
Full
everything
smile.
now. And the other thing is, he's not picky about food. Like I remember, I gave him a spoonful of like chicken soup, and he just like it had broccoli in it. He reaches to the spoon and pulls the broccoli off and eats it. I'm just like,
Yeah,
this
you got
is-
to give him all that
I'm
stuff.
gonna do another
Yeah.
paternity test.
You
I don't
got to
know
do
if he's
all
mine.
that. You got to do all that early.
But they
and
change
often.
so much too. They change on.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey, hi,
okay?
Sorry,
hi,
man.
DC.
You know what I mean?
No,
Did you
they
wipe?
were
You wipe?
asking. We
No,
didn't say
people,
that.
they said
They
don't
were asking.
apologize to us, man.
Yeah,
Apologize to the
sorry,
fans,
sorry.
Whispering
bro.
to us.
You wash
Whisper
your
to
hands?
them.
Sorry, fans. Sorry. I'm back.
Uh-huh.
I'm back.
Okay.
We Gucci? Did we do the?
Yeah,
We didn't do that
did
yet.
it.
Oh, can we
No,
do
we
it?
were
Oh,
just
not
talking
that
about
much.
baby food right now, so I was
Yeah.
gonna transition
go ahead.
smoothly into it.
Do
but
Yeah,
you-
so yeah, he likes his broccoli. You know what I'm saying? He takes his food, the broccoli, and he eats it because he got his full teeth and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh snap!
And if you're looking for
There
healthy
we go.
food, you check out Hello Fresh with the freshness. What is Hello Fresh, you ask? Well, Hello Fresh is farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep.
Yep.
Skip trips to the grocery store and count on Hello Fresh to make home cooking easy and fun. And most importantly, Keon's favorite word, affordable.
Ooh.
That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. So get HelloFresh, you skip the extra script to the grocery store. Now it has 40 weekly recipes to choose from. So you can, most people don't have 40 recipes they can make. They don't have 40 dishes in their repertoire.
And they're giving them to you.
Come on.
Giving them to you.
Come on,
Chad.
DC puts, what was it, celery in your
Celery
spaghetti?
in my spaghetti.
Come on,
You
baby.
know I'm lost.
But
He
is it
needs
chopped up or you
HelloFresh.
mince
No,
it?
he puts the whole stalk.
Yeah, I put the
Yeah.
whole thing. Now I bite it off
With the sauce,
Put it in
he's
there.
soup like a spoon.
Because if it's minced, he's supposed to do that.
Right,
If it's minced, sure it is, DC. We believe you. All of us do.
Chop finally at least.
No matter your lifestyle or meal preferences, HelloFresh has recipes sure to please everyone at your table, from fit and wholesome to veggie or family friendly. You always find something even the pickiest eaters will enjoy. You got picky eaters? You got your
Yes,
kids
my
picky?
niece. My
They-
niece is a picky eater, bro.
They weren't, and then they were, and then now they're back to like.
Being normal.
Because basically, I got to a point where I was just like, "You gonna eat what I get you."
No
I
doubt.
had to go old school. I was just like, "We're not doing this every night." So
All right.
now they just do it, and they believe me.
Mhm.
They're like, "You're right, Dad. This is good." I was like, "I know it is.
And-
No, eat it."
Yeah, I confirmed. Yeah, I confirmed it.
Yeah.
you're good.
My son is zero sauces.
What?
Can't
Zero?
put sauce on nothing.
He's dry
What?
food.
Just dry
How old
meat,
is he?
cheese. 19.
No,
No
sauces?
No sauce.
Sauce is like the
Spaghetti-
best
That's when I
part.
started getting into sauce. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God. I had no.
Spaghetti's
So
just
he-
meat,
nuggets and fries
butter,
just-
No
That's
hot
it.
sauce.
No hot
Wait, no
sauce.
Ketchup?
spaghetti sauce on a
Even-
spaghetti?
Even when we go to Wingstop, no sauce.
Dry rub?
Chick-fil-A, no sauce.
Dry rub?
He do the rub.
He go to
Okay.
Popeyes, no sauce.
He don't.
He gonna
like-
die.
Nah, no
He gonna
sauce.
die.
He gonna
You
die.
can't do that.
You say he gonna die?
Yeah, you can't just be eating
You
shit
can't
with
do
no
Popeyes with no
sauce.
sauce.
Oh yeah, it's gonna.
That's
it's gonna
why
taste
HelloFresh fits him.
Yeah, man. You can customize
Because
everything you want.
Customize everything you want.
That's wild.
Go to hellofresh.com/issues65 and use code issues65 for 65% off plus free shipping.
They giving away big discounts
65.
today.
We ain't
That's
playing
more
no
than half.
games.
You said it's what, more than
That's
half?
more than
Wait,
half.
65% off of what, Chaz?
Pretty smart there, Tiger.
Yeah.
What?
No, off the first order.
It's
What?
65 more than half. That's better
Yeah,
than
just
Steph Curry
65% off
shoots.
your order.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
65%
Wow.
off. Plus free shipping.
Hey,
Wait, how much is free? How much is shipping?
Keon
Great.
price.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, Keon, not the time. We trying to talk about food here, man. Yes, that's it. Go to I was gonna say
HelloFresh.
HelloFresh.com/issue65. 65% off, baby.
You got a question?
Yes, I do. I got a question.
Questions with DC.
This it. Here we go. Look at the face.
Okay.
I couldn't wait for this one. This is gonna be a
Let's
doozy.
do it.
This should be a good one. Nah,
It's been,
gonna
we
be
allowed
okay.
to plead
it's
the
been a
fifth for the
couple weeks,
question?
hasn't
It's been a while since
Oh,
I
good.
could. Okay, questions.
It's been a while. That song makes me laugh. It's been a while.
All right, question. Here you go.
Here we do it.
You and your partner
Mhm.
both show up to a hotel
Ooh.
and you're not who you were supposed to be with. So she has someone that she's not supposed to be with, and you have someone that you're not supposed to be with at the exact same hotel.
Mm.
I like how you emphasize hoe.
You being hoes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
both you guys are in these streets.
Hometown.
Alright.
Both you guys are in these streets. Now, with that being said, you finish the deed. She goes to her room with her person. You go to your
Oh, so you
room.
saw them before?
No, this is the first time it's ever happened.
No, but I'm
No,
saying,
you see them
before the
walking into
deed,
the
did you see
hotel?
them or no?
You guys see each other
Mhm.
And then still go your separate
at the
ways.
same time.
So you
Yeah.
don't even acknowledge each other?
Don't even acknowledge each other.
Okay.
All right, I have a hard time imagining that.
Don't
Go on.
no. Just go with the question.
Yeah,
Go with the flow.
go ahead.
When you get home,
Mhm.
is there a combo that needs to be had?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to talk about it.
What are we talking about?
It don't have to be an argument, but it can be a conversation.
I say let's
You gotta
let's
be like,
revisit the parameters of this relationship.
So
How was your weekend?
is this what we're doing now? I mean, you gotta, you gotta
I
figure
know
that
why
out.
Keon
go.
be mad. Because they had to pay for 2 rooms. So he was like, come on. We could have just shared rooms.
No, if that,
I had 2 beds in my
if she
room.
messed with a nigga that didn't pay for the room, I'm like, you need to do better. You need to do better.
She went half.
You need to definitely do better. If you're paying for this, you need to
Right.
do better.
Are we mad at each other?
I don't think you can.
I don't know how. Like,
Can you?
I think you're mad at each other to a point of like, hey, we're you. The thing about it brings you back to like, are we this disconnected?
Right.
Are we? I thought I was just cheating on you because X, Y, and Z.
But that's what it's going to turn into.
What did I do wrong? You know what I mean?
I
That's
thought
what I'm
you were
Wait a
satisfied.
second. Wait a minute. What did?
You know,
how did?
that's
You're
what
not
I'm
happy.
saying.
I think for y'all in the
Any kind of combo it could lead to.
but in the description that you gave, you saw each other and clearly
Still did.
didn't stop it there. So I think a healthy conversation could be had after. If y'all didn't freak out there
right.
and still went and did what you did, then when you get home, the conversation should be fine.
Well, but the thing that makes it more interesting to me is not so much you saw your partner with someone else and then y'all did the thing. He said somebody you weren't supposed to be with, and so
what
that
else do you mean? You're cheating.
Well, you're there.
You're cheating.
No,
You're not
yeah.
even supposed to be at the hotel.
No, but I'm saying though, like if you're caught, like if you see each other and you're cheating, where it's just like, because there's a difference between like cheating in the sense of like we're not supposed to be with anybody else, period, versus like, hey, we kind of sort of have an open situation, but don't be with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just assuming it's cheating.
So
I
it's
think
just cheating.
It's just cheating.
It's
Yeah.
not with somebody who's.
No, it's not like
on
you're
the-
with
on the
some
band
murder.
list.
Yeah, it's not like
then that's
some-
different.
Oh shit,
'Cause,
what
like, let's
Keon
say-
doing here
it's
with
not like
Terry
you with
Crews?
Saddam
Because
Hussein or some shit.
why you keep getting everything with another dude, man?
It's just Terry Crews. That's Terry Crews.
You had the dad earlier.
She said
So,
somebody you ain't supposed to be
In
there
that,
with.
you change the situation. In
Yeah,
that
you-
situation, that's
Brennon
going to be an
made-
argument.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Because
like-
that was the no-fly zone. That was the one person you could fuck anybody. I asked you not to fuck them. Then
Yeah.
that is going to be an
Well, when I
argument.
say someone you're not supposed to be with,
Yeah,
I
he
mean
just said
just
cheating,
you're
yeah.
cheating. Someone that you're.
okay. So if you just all right, guys. So
Yeah,
the clarification
both you guys
is
are
cheating.
caught up.
I mean, I feel like
What's the combo to have?
I think it's going to be an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
You don't get to directly determine the whole path of it. I think it's going to be one of those things you get home, you're like, all right, so
Clearly.
Hi.
Yeah, you got to move
Let's
past
talk.
the cheating.
Nice
I can't
to
be
meet
like,
you.
who were you with?
Right.
We're past this.
No,
We got to
we
go.
already we did that. We decided
How
we
did
were
we
doing. We
get
made
here?
eye contact and kept going.
We
How
gotta
did we
This is
get
the thing.
here?
We got to start with. I don't think it's even a how we get
No,
here.
I think it's is this what we're doing now? What are we doing now?
Yeah.
For
We're-
moving forward.
something's wrong here.
You're basing it on what's going on in the future.
Yeah,
Because
Well,
you
because we are.
way
It's already
more
been.
adult than me. I'm
what you gonna
starting the argument like, yo, why don't you text me when you see me with that bitch?
Why didn't you text
She can say
her?
the same thing to
Yeah.
you.
Because I was with a bitch. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, like
Let's go.
and especially if y'all
God.
You
saw,
gotta start the
if
argument
y'all
off
saw
right.
each other and didn't do anything right then
I know
and
what
there,
I know what
like,
Craig's saying
I know
sounds
you seen
crazy,
me.
but a fight is gonna happen.
You ain't say
Why?
nothing?
Why didn't it happen in the lobby then?
Yeah, for me, if the fight didn't happen on the moment that you realized that this was happening and going down,
Because if y'all didn't
The
fight,
fight
it seemed
didn't
like,
happen in the lobby because you didn't
I'll
want
be
to
mad at.
expose
I'll be
who
mad
you're with
at.
to
I'll be
what's
mad
going
that I
on.
beat you home.
Because you didn't tell who you.
If I got home first, I'm pissed. Oh, this bitch is just gonna be out more. You saw me. That would make me way more mad than you. At least have the decency.
well, my
to
question is, would you
skedaddle.
lie? Like that was just my friend.
No, but the fight's not gonna
Well, we
happen.
know
The,
it's
the
not.
reason that you guys didn't fight in when you saw each other is because you didn't want that other person to know
but
what
to
was
not
going on.
to not even like okay, you see each other, you don't have to fight, right?
Right.
But to not even be like, let's go home. Y'all still went and did what you had to do.
Yeah.
So that
Yes.
means you're way past.
You're not worried about
Yeah,
what
you're
the-
not
you're not
worried
worried about
about
the
it.
repercussions
Because
beyond.
in the same situation, if y'all see each other and y'all both like, we got to get out of here, and y'all both leave and go home, and then fine, fight. But if y'all said, "Oh, you here? I see you. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm
gonna go fuck
you."
you. Then we'll talk when we get home.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not a
not
big
saying
deal.
it wasn't on your mind. I'm not saying it was an
No, but
easy
the
thing
thing
to
is,
do.
like, I
But
can't
still-
You just
imagine.
went through with it
You're-
because you don't want this person. I don't want the girl that I'm with to know about my
You're
wife.
cra-
my
you
wife.
have-
I'm being
You more
upset
worried about your
that.
side bitch than your main?
No,
What-
but you're just protecting everything at this
No,
point.
you've created a situation that is almost improbable.
But you've created
Yeah.
something that you don't have to involve two other people.
Wait a
in.
second.
See,
now.
what I'm
They're already
upset
involved.
about is
They were
Nah,
involved
they
when
don't
y'all
have to be.
signed a mortgage together.
they're
Like,
not confronting you because they don't want to offend the person they're with.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that's what I'm upset about.
Here's the
because
thing, dog.
you should have been over here.
You're-
Whatever.
But you didn't do it either.
But unless I plan on leaving
Yeah.
my wife
Yeah.
for this person, I don't give a fuck about her.
on some new.
I can't go. If I'm talking about leaving my wife, then that's fine. That's a different thing. If I was like, well, I was
combo.
going-
No, nothing's going on. Nothing. You guys,
So-
you
so-
guys have absolutely no idea. It's like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie in that one movie when they didn't know that they were both spies. It's like that.
Nah, bro. You go home and you go, hey, listen, I saw you with a guy.
Uh-huh.
I was with a woman. I understand we are broken
I know.
here.
I saw you.
Great,
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
So,
so what are we doing?
inside of that,
Uh huh.
our relationship is broken. Do we want to fix it?
Or
How
is it
is-
broken?
Nah,
How
it's
is it broken,
fixed.
Chaz?
It is broken.
Wait,
That's the
wait.
first question.
How is it
It's broken
broken?
because we're lying to each other.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
didn't
definitely
lie.
I'll give you
okay.
that.
So
yeah, she did.
right,
lie.
right. So we're lying to each other.
Yes, we were.
So do we want to fix it or do we want to go separate ways? Because here's what I'm not happy with. Clearly, you're not happy with something.
What do
are
you
you
wanna
not
do?
happy with?
Are you
I
not-
want us to
are you
stay
just not
together.
comfortable
I was
telling me
fucking
what you
up.
want?
You want us to stay
I
together?
was an idiot.
So or do
were
you want to be
fucking up.
open? Do you want to
Or
like?
we
What
can
do you
have-
want to do?
There's- we have
wanna-
options.
We have
Because of what
options.
you're comfortable with.
So I don't think I was fucking up. I was just being happy, like
That's-
you were
and
being
that-
happy.
and that's
Exactly.
fine.
Okay.
And you're
so now,
more than
so now
entitled
what would you
to
like
go
to?
be
So now
happy.
what would you like to do?
I would like to just know.
Here's what makes me
I
comfortable.
want to know who she was to you. That's what I want to know.
Extra vag.
Yeah.
I don't even know her real name. I
Look at my phone.
She's EV in my phone.
Extra veg.
Every time you called, I said, "Oh, that's the Tesla dude texting me." It's EV. You know what I mean? So and look, I had my faults. Here's my thing: is that I understand that we have a broken marriage, have a broken relationship. If you're into a poly thing, open relationship thing, or we're broken, let me know. Because here's where I stand. I say whatever bullshit I'm saying, right?
Uh-huh. Blah, blah, blah.
I want us to be open. I didn't have the courage to be a man and talk to you about it. Blah 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 blah. Whatever my honest truth. That's the time to be honest. Whatever my honest truth.
definitely.
Yeah, you gotta be honest.
Whatever
Yeah,
my
it's-
honest truth is, or this hasn't been working for a long time. I want it out. I shouldn't have been a whole ass nigga. I should have told you that before.
Or
and
I
this is
just
where we
really
are.
wanted to have sex with her this one time because I've wanted it for a long time. But we should talk about that.
I mean,
That's
that's
gonna be a fight.
That's all. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a fight.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be a fight.
Probably.
If you wanted, you wanted it for a long time.
you got to stick to. I've been bisexual and so many things. You got to
Wait,
go there.
bisexual?
I'm just saying. At that point, if you don't want to be in trouble, you got to say whatever's been on your mind.
Why
Seems
would you
like
go
go suck this
bisexual,
dick
though?
then?
Whoa,
Like,
whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
just saying,
whoa.
whatever
Why
Yeah.
would you go bisexual?
How do
You
we
go
get
with a
there?
woman.
over here.
I'm saying bisexual,
Yeah, it's coming back to
poly,
you.
whatever the sexual thing is that you're feeling. I have a sex, whatever it is. I go. If you're trying to avoid an argument, that's where you go there. I've been
Oh, you take it to
struggling.
the next level.
The idea is I've been struggling with my sexuality for the longest. You go there, if
But
you
you
don't
were
wanna
there with
start a
another
problem.
woman, though.
Well, I'm just saying, if you don't want to start a fight, it's because outside of being bisexual, you can. It's also the poly, right? These are all sexual.
Wait, what is
nature
the what is the
stuff.
why do you have to be bisexual?
Yeah,
to
why
get out of
can't-
this?
why-
Yeah, that's I'm
I'm
talking
saying,
about.
yo,
When it came to not wanting to be
Why another
pansexual,
penis?
wait a
Yeah, I'm trying to
second.
Yeah,
get where
thank
this
you.
came from.
Wait a
There's
second.
so many
First
different
off,
types of sexual you can
wait
be
a
that don't
second.
include a
That's
dick.
what I did.
Bisexual
with
doesn't
him,
just
yeah.
mean a penis anymore, guys. Okay,
What
because it
does it
depends
mean?
on what she feels that she is that I'm with. If she's fluid, what is bisexual really? Okay.
But why do you have to be
Okay.
bisexual for this
And
And
scenario?
then all
I
I'm
wanna punch
saying
him
is
in
that when there's a problem, you want to get out of it. You just put. That's the card I
Oh,
pull.
okay. You
I've
just
been
saying go
struggling.
left,
That's
go left
Yo
field.
calling Now.
Yeah, I have
what
to
the
get
hell
out of
are you
here.
talking about?
When if
It's
there,
that extra badge.
the EV comes up. Hello.
So
Yes,
you want to fight? Would you fight after that? You-
DC fighting.
No.
DC's fighting.
DC's
Yeah, DC's
we
fighting.
know DC is fighting.
No.
DC needs a whole explanation on paper.
Because he
written
gonna
out.
ask, and he gonna ask questions first. So I saw. What were you doing? She's like, what were you
No.
doing?
I was doing exactly.
This isn't about me. I asked you first.
I was doing exactly what you were doing,
No.
DC. No, you weren't.
No.
Somebody said it's
I
Chaz.
was fixing the elevator. That's DC's.
I have at this point. I have nothing. Like what can you say?
I honestly would just be like, so what? Like, well, why'd you do it? Oh, this is why. Why'd you do it? This is why. So where you want to go from here? Like, what's?
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Especially
I'd still be hurt.
now. How was the relationship? And the big
I
question
couldn't
is,
say
how was the
her.
relationship before that? If everything was great,
No,
then-
it wasn't. It wasn't. If it was
no,
great,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like, if everything could be great, and y'all was just on some other
You
shit.
could still be in a great
You-
relationship
yeah, you
with
can
someone.
still be
and
like,
just
you
be
still
like,
like.
But
Let's
for me,
say,
a great relationship would be defined by open communication.
yeah.
Sure.
So
it's not great
So
if I'm
y'all
lying to
fumbled.
you.
Yeah. So y'all fumbled.
So it's not great. It's good. It's not great.
So y'all
True.
fumbled, and then you're like, okay, so from here on, and we're like, what if you like? I didn't feel comfortable lying. I didn't either. So let's just be open about. Like, I'm just saying, there's conversations to be had. No one should be mad though. No, if both of you doing, no one should be mad. There should be a
I feel like there
conversation.
would
Even
be
if you're
how
mad,
personal can you get with the questions?
You
now?
can still be-
Well, that shit, you're out there.
Yeah,
like
you're
you
out there.
go.
Well, the question would be is like, what did
So
you
you
lie
can
about to
ask.
get
You can
there?
ask. So you can ask questions about him, and she can ask questions
I want to
about
know
him.
what you
you
lied
there
about to get there
now.
though, because what was also the lie that allowed you both to be in the same place? You're like, I'm going to my
Yeah.
mom's house. You're going to your friend's house.
Right.
We're both here with somebody else. You know what I'm
And
saying?
who's watching the kids?
Exactly. Even more important, who?
That would start a fight. Who's
Yeah.
watching the goddamn kids?
So I feel like that would be really important, especially if you said something like, "Hey, I'm going to be working on this thing for us" or some shit.
So
And
y'all
you're out
cool
somewhere-
with
somewhere
we
for-
equal? We equal.
We good? We even?
Yeah.
I
But I
say-
still know. But I
I say
still
we
want to
start
talk
from there.
because, like they said,
What's the
we've been
future?
lying. So I want
It
to
starts
talk
from-
about.
yes.
So we don't have to do that anymore. So yeah, we're equal. But
Let's
I
clean-
want to
clean
know
slate
clean slate,
conversation.
and let's go. Why we did
can't
what we did?
Why can't it just be? All right. One time I was in a car accident, and I took my dad's car. I didn't have a license, and this dude hit my car. It was his fault. I just got out the car like fist bump and was out. I was in the. You know what I mean? What was I going to do?
You were in the wrong. Drive without a license.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I
But he
want-
didn't know that. You could have been like, "Give me some cash, bro."
Well, because
Right.
then if you make a police report, which
Yeah,
is what
he's
you'd
in
have
trouble,
to do.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, you can ask for money, but I'd be like, well, let's go through insurance and not.
But that's not the same.
Exactly.
Or the
It
first
all-
thing you
it's
do
not-
is say, "Let's exchange licenses," and he didn't have.
I
one.
had nothing.
Yeah.
So the fist bump.
So
is-
it's like, my bad.
You good?
And,
You good, buddy?
if he was okay with that, he didn't have one either.
Right.
Because I'd be like, no, buddy, listen here.
Where's your parents?
I need this taken care of. I'd have put on my glasses, a wig, a blonde wig. Absolutely not.
My name is Carrot.
I would have went full out. So if he said fist bump, both of y'all niggas was riding dirty. It
Dirty.
is what
So in
it
that
is.
scenario, we was.
But y'all
I
have
had to
previous-
go explain it to pops.
How damaged
Right.
was the car?
The front bumper, like came off a little.
Did
bit.
your dad know you
Oh,
were
he was
driving this
heated.
car?
Oh yeah, he was. Oh, bro, and I lied. I came
course
out,
you
was like,
did.
I came out was like, some kid was throwing rocks.
How old were you, DC?
Red rocks.
14.
Yeah,
14-year-old
14,
lie.
13.
14-year-old
Yeah,
lie.
them kids were throwing
Rocks
rocks
with
and,
car paint on
and
them.
they knocked.
With
Yeah.
car paint.
But in that scenario, it was just no questions asked.
Yeah,
How
'cause y'all
long-
both was
how
doing wrong.
long was
But in a
the-
relationship, though, there's going to be questions because
You got to see this person again.
we got
Back
a
in your head, yeah.
whole. So yeah, I think just a conversation.
It
Have a
can't be no
conversation.
conversation. I'm like, wait. So you made me feel this way to go out and cheat, only to discover that you out here.
So
What do you
cheating?
mean
problem-
feel what?
Yeah, hold on.
Well,
So
I
first
had
of
to
all,
feel
the
a certain
problem
way
is
to
can't
go
nobody
cheat,
make
right?
you
Did-
feel
No, it was nothing. There was
Like,
no signs
horny.
or nothing.
Yeah.
It was just y'all both was just.
So I just
Correct.
bumped
Wait,
into a
wait.
girl.
You
and went
can't
to the
blame somebody
hotel?
else for how you feel.
Craig's not wrong for feeling how he feels. You're allowed to feel like
But you
you've been
can't say
hurt. and
you
lied
made
to.
me feel this.
Wait. Yes,
Well,
he
you
can.
said,
though.
what's the origin of why you're there?
But yeah, my answer was horny.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing, though.
like-
But
what
there
what
could be
Craig
other
can
origins.
Why
do?
do people act like all sex or cheating is deeply thought out?
Relationship stuff.
Yeah, it's
There
not
you
that.
go.
It
Well,
don't
when you
have
plan
to be deep.
when you plan a hotel room and buy one, it's kind
But
of.
it's, that's
That
that's
doesn't take
still
rocket
that's,
science.
yeah, that
she
ain't, that still
smashed
ain't
the
deep.
lobby.
Yeah.
What you mean?
I
What
mean, that's
credit
still
card to use?
that could be. You could
Wow.
literally meet a chick today, and she'd be like, "You want to link up?" Like, well,
And
shit.
never see her again.
And you know what I mean? Like, it's
In the
not.
hotel?
It don't have to be deep.
Yeah, we ain't gonna see her. You ain't gonna see her again.
Brennan plans it out. He's
I'm a planner. You guys know this. That's what I
Brennan
do.
got the
Part of the reason we sit
Brennan
here
was
right
in
now.
the red light district. Like, how do we get the rose petals? He brought the champagne and some. How do I?
I was more concerned about the candles, Chaz.
How
not
do I
the-
meet you after this?
Because I want to fall in love like my friend did. Okay.
Captain Save-A-Ho. That's me. We out here.
How do we? I don't understand the exchange. You want money, but I want your heart.
No, we don't have to have sex. Just talk with me.
Let's hold hands and
my
just
hand.
lay in together.
So
Let's play
you're saying.
footsies.
So to answer his question, you're saying a conversation.
Yes.
Conversation.
You have to. Craig's
are you
fighting
saying?
and DC's
Craig
fighting.
and DC
I'm
are
not
fighting.
fighting.
There ain't no conversation.
What are you saying?
I'm
Just-
saying I'm saying nothing said.
It's gonna come up again though.
DC.
You're not gonna bring
you
it up?
You gonna see the same girl again? You still gonna stay with her?
You
So
gonna stay with
y'all
her?
just gonna be in the same space and
Not
just
talking.
being like in fist bump.
No one believes this shit, DC.
We're not
DC,
talking
you
about
on that
it.
bullshit
You've never
right now.
seen it.
There's no way you don't talk about this.
I see nothing.
It's not, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around,
But y'all both
Well, but
around.
y'all
But
was
you're
in the forest.
both
Y'all
around.
saw the tree fall.
You saw each
Y'all
other.
chopped the tree together, nigga. With your dick out. Y'all saw each
Hey,
other.
I don't know why DC lying to y'all right
He's
now.
lying so
Why-
But nobody
hard.
believes him though.
DC,
Nobody
look in the
believes him.
camera. Look in the camera
I'm
and tell
not
what you
lying.
do.
I'm not fighting. I'm peaceful now. Y'all tripping.
Oh
my
see,
God,
DC
you
gonna
lying.
be over there.
There's gonna be so much psychological warfare that goes on after
Oh,
that.
it's gonna be
So
torment.
much.
Yeah,
See,
I don't-
DC,
I don't
this is
think
why-
it's
I
equal.
can be tormented too, though.
Look, DC,
You-
we know
then
you
you
be
should talk
lying.
about
That's why.
that.
That's
I
why
don't
I'm
want
like.
to talk. I don't want to know about what y'all.
You don't have
was
to ask
doing.
detail. Like, what was he packing? You don't have to ask.
I don't
all
want to
that.
know
If
anything.
you like
I don't want
rides,
her to
you like,
ask
'cause I
questions,
needed-
so I'm not going to
But
ask
DC,
questions.
there's a
But you don't have to ask questions about the sexual act.
You can just ask
you're
questions
asking
about
questions
why.
how we got
your
here. Yeah, why?
relationship is in jeopardy. It's in,
No,
there's
no, it's
lies.
not.
There's cracks. 100%.
In the
If you guys are
answer.
lying to each other, it's broken.
Look, first of all, we know DC's a liar. His
Well, that's
prove it
true.
brand.
He's not
That
a
is true.
liar.
No.
He just
not a
chooses.
liar.
when
Oh,
he
so
tells the
did you
truth.
get sick after you drank out the LA River?
Did I get sick after I drank out the early river?
Yes.
Yes.
You lied.
I did.
know you
bro.
lied.
I did,
You're a
bro.
liar.
I didn't feel good,
had to
bro.
get
Oh my
you through
god.
I did not
So
feel
you,
good.
you had a stomach illness after doing that.
Bro, I was coughing.
Did you answer my question?
I got sick.
Did you have a
after-
stomach
Bro,
illness?
we drank out of the LA
Did
river.
you have a stomach
You should
illness
be worried
from
that you weren't sick.
I was
Like,
not
I
because
got
we used the
sick,
light
bro.
straw.
was sick.
The whole point was about the filter, right?
You
Yeah,
can't tell
it's a
me he
lifestyle
wasn't
filter.
sick. You
Bro,
can't
I
tell
got
me he didn't
sick,
feel
bro.
right.
I'm telling you, he told me he wasn't sick.
I was sick. I coughed.
You
Sounds sick to me.
Bro,
you,
we
you gotta
drank
pick
out of
whatever
the-
side, not my side. first
Can
and
we
foremost.
show them the LA River and what it looked like, bro?
You were not sick, and neither was I.
You were sick.
And you
just
lied
said-
about it,
I
as
don't
you
know
continue to
why-
lie
I don't know
about
why
it, which
DC
means that I
chooses
believe
to
that
lie
you
to
would
y'all
lie.
like this. I don't know why he's doing this.
DC
I'm
be
thoroughly
lying,
entertained.
bro.
I've known DC a long time.
What are y'all? I would not fight in that scenario.
Oh, he's
There-
fighting for sure.
You're definitely fighting.
And I believe Chaz with the healthy
You're
conversation.
not only are you fighting, you're lying about it.
But there's nothing.
I wasn't
to
there. What are you talking about? Like, baby, we looked at each other. Like that wasn't me. Like you are. Like,
What am I gonna say? What can you fight about?
I'm not saying you have. What I'm saying
There's
is
nothing
a
to talk
conversation.
about.
Wouldn't have a
though.
You can
Yeah.
fight about your lies.
What-
Because,
are
yeah,
y'all
you've been lying
discussing?
because we've been lying.
You've been lying.
We've been lying.
Here's the thing
Exactly.
about
But you're
DC.
lying
Why
about
are
not
we
being there
lying?
in the
Tie,
moment.
score.
In that,
No, we wanna
in
know
that
why.
moment, there is no
Because-
tie for me.
I don't want. I
I'm
want to
like,
go. I want to be. I don't like ugly shit. I don't like. So I'm like, all right, let's be done with it.
I've seen
Like,
DC care more about less.
What are you talking about?
I've seen DC not let less go. That's what I'm turning to Keon right now.
He's looking, trying to make eye contact.
I've seen
Chaz,
DC.
look at me.
Give me an
Chaz.
example. Give me an example.
Look
I
at
can't,
me.
no
I
examples.
can't
no
give you an example.
No examples. But
Just know that I've
yes.
known DC a long time.
Yeah.
Chaz, look at me,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
That's worse than
Why
not
won't you
giving
look
an
at me?
example. Duh, no example. I just
Bro.
know.
You know what I mean?
So
So you said you've seen him
He's-
care more about something much less than that.
That's
gonna
happened
fight.
longer for sure.
They're gonna
Way
fight.
ago.
They're
That
gonna-
DC.
So you're
should
saying that
fight.
DC is lying right now.
I'm saying
Oh,
that
yeah.
DC.
Why are we talking like I'm not here?
DC doesn't just let something go.
I
that's
agree with
factual.
that. Yeah, I can see that for sure.
But I would have to
And this
let
is
that
an
go.
egregious crime.
No, I understand what you're saying about you couldn't. You both are
I
did what
have
you
to
did.
let it go,
But the
Chaz.
conversation has to happen because we're.
DC, you know you on that bullshit, bruh. You know you're on that bullshit.
I've known this fella half his life. You know what I mean?
a
That's
long
why I
time.
said, and because I've known you
I
guys.
get
That's
what you
why I
guys are saying.
agree.
It's
I
fair.
agree that you would have a conversation.
It's fair.
I know Chaz would.
Wait,
Chaz,
so what-
Chaz
what-
would have
what's
a
Craig
calm
doing?
conversation. Craig going toxic.
Yeah.
You say going toxic?
Craig
going
Yeah,
toxic.
I'm like, there's no reason.
Craig drunk in his room. Bitch, how you do this to me? Shirtless.
With the other girl
You
right
gotta
there.
beat her.
Right. I think
You
I
gotta
in the
beat her
bed
on.
with him. I just don't understand why you would do this to me.
You
The other
didn't
girl
want to
standing
do
next to
this. Yeah.
Tell him, Craig. Shush.
Are you
I'm
having
talking to you.
an accusatory conversation or just
Nah,
Why?
it's,
Why
an,
are we
it's
here?
an exploratory conversation.
Okay.
Because
But
for me,
what
it's
are
like
you gonna
if I'm looking at this and saying like we both caught each other, we decided not to say anything, we still did the deed, and now we're sitting here talking like I'm gonna start the conversation.
What you gonna start it with?
What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna sit down like, so how was your weekend?
Big dick,
I was like, so how was your weekend? It's probably
back,
something like
broken
that.
egg.
Here's the thing, though. What's your goal? What's your goal?
Yeah,
out of the
why
conversation?
would you start with how was your weekend?
Yours.
A
For me, 'cause-
swollen
for me, I
weekend.
wouldn't know. I wouldn't really know how to like get into it because like she's probably gonna say something dumb like it was fine, whatever. Like, what you want to talk about? I'm like, all right, so now I'll get into it. I say,
No,
look,
she wouldn't say
you
it's
saw me,
fine.
I saw you.
You should start.
done
with
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Open
Yeah,
that.
I
You
Open
should
that.
start with there.
Yeah, I'm too,
Like,
much, I'm
for
too much
me-
of an asshole to
For
start
me,
with
when she walked in the door,
What you
after
been
we
up
unpacked,
to?
whatever,
You can see each
I'd
other.
be like, okay,
All
so
right,
let's
okay.
talk about it.
Listen.
Like,
You
I'll
can't
just
start
I'm
it off
with you.
cute. What you been up?
That's
to?
what I'm saying,
That's not
Brennan.
meant to
You
be
started
cute.
off too
It's a
soft.
leading
No,
question.
no. Brennan was being a smart ass.
That's
Right.
it. That's it. I'm
Brendan
being
was
smart.
being
and
a
that's
smart
going to
ass.
cause a fight.
It probably
That's a
would.
fight,
That's going to cause a
bro.
fight.
But you're not.
She's
You're
at
not.
I'm here to
front
learn.
door.
Look, daddy issues. I'm here to learn. Y'all teach me right now.
That's
That's not the way to express your feelings,
Territory.
Brennan. Okay, I get it. Moving forward, I'll say, all right, baby, we need to talk about this weekend.
The problem is that you gotta eventually you gotta own your shit, right? You gotta be like, look, I fucked up. Here's what I did wrong. I start with me.
That's
I'm the
where you're
man.
gonna start. You're gonna start owning your shit.
You have to.
I'm not even going to start with
What
I
if she
fucked
just
up,
says
though.
you're right?
You're right. I mean,
No,
but
after you just took all the blame, she's like, you're right.
also it depends on
night.
what I want to do. If I want to stay together, if I want us to stay together, and I go
Right.
like I fucked up, then that's my goal. I'm gonna start with me. But if I want us to be
What if
ending
she
anyways,
takes? What if you take all this blame and then she doubles down, like let's say a Craig would, and
That's
double
fine.
blame and say everything is your
That's
fault?
what
that's
she said. I just
and
said, he said,
that's
"You
that's
right."
fine because then I'll go like,
I
well,
wouldn't
this,
be able to stay with
well,
you
this
then.
is that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
But you know that
It's
now.
an outcome, right? That's
There's
an
no need to
outcome
get
that can happen.
defensive about it. You
Yeah.
both
Wait,
saw
but
each
how?
other.
But
If you-
I'm not starting with I fucked up. I want to be like, so what are we doing? Like, where we go from here?
I'm definitely gonna.
So you're
take
more
my-
about what are we going to continue to do?
Yeah,
this, or are we
what's
cutting?
what's from here moving forward?
Because
What
are
do we?
Here's the thing, though. Are you apologetic? Are you sorry? It would depend to me on the goal.
I think if you admit guilt, then you know
Because
why
I feel
she's
like when you
doing
say
it.
I fucked up, it's like
You know why she's doing
I did.
it.
I lied to you. I did.
okay, so
I did.
okay, well, I guess
So you
I
guess.
I did.
So she's
I
right
am.
for her
Actually, I like
actions.
Chaz's approach because
Okay.
for me, it's
well,
like
for me,
did.
I'm just not coming with the I fucked up because we both fucked up.
no, I get it, but the thing,
Or,
yeah, but,
or did we fuck up? Like I've said, if the conversation goes, it's
no.
like,
So
well, I
first of all,
actually
we
kind of
did.
like this.
No, we did
From
fuck
lying.
up.
From
From
lying.
lying. We
Right.
did
Men
fuck
don't
up because we
always
lied
have
about
to
it.
take
So
responsibility
we know we
and the
both
guilt
fucked up.
first.
There's
Okay.
nothing wrong with Chaz's
Don't
approach
have
of
to.
saying I'm gonna own that I know that I fucked up. You know what I'm
By
saying? I'm not
lying.
gonna because the thing is
Right.
you could
I
take
feel
it
like
out-
you got to throw that in there. Though.
yeah,
By
lying.
lying.
Not by fucking nothing because you did too.
By
So,
lying.
By
I
lying.
fucked up by lying.
By
I fucked up by
lying,
lying.
not by fucking. By
You know what I'm
lying.
saying? But if you
Because we
start-
clearly saw each other, we still fucked.
Right.
So
Right.
the fucking is the issue.
Right,
That's
right.
not the
You
issue.
take- you
The
take
lying
the-
is the issue.
the lying-
You
is
take
the
the
issue.
balance of power in
Okay.
that conversation and you immediately put it into your favor. Because at that point, you're the first person to start the conversation. You're the first person to admit fault. You know what I'm saying? You're the first person to do all these things. So now the ball's in her court. Now you're
Right.
looking to see, I've already set the table. How you're going to react to it and how she reacts to it is going to tell you where
Where
you're
y'all
going to
going
want to
from
go
there,
with
yeah.
it. Because I think that's really smart. Like, where are we going to go? Because if you react and say the same thing I say, like, you know what? I fucked up too. I'm sorry. I want to work on this and be better because I love you.
You know how many
Then
times
it's like,
I
we- now we out
apologize to
here.
yo? I can tell you, I've literally before I was like, I can't apologize for any more. Like I'm done. Like there's nothing else I can apologize for. Everything else is out of action, right? So all I can do is just go get better every single day. That's
Yeah.
all I can do. I can't tell her sorry for anything else.
You,
Also,
you,
for-
you mess up that many times?
He's
It's
trash.
not.
Yeah.
Chaz.
For one, yeah. For one, is me. But also, bro, it's like you're with this person every day.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're
So
gonna
you're
fuck.
apologizing every day. It's like you're not getting any better. You're just better at apologizing now.
But the apology.
Have you found different ways to apologize?
The apology means nothing without the action behind it.
Yeah.
If you're not working to get better, then it really doesn't mean anything. Then it's just words, right? But that's part of the apologies. There's the remorse, right? Me accepting responsibility and the actual action of getting better and improving. You got to do that. Without it, who gives a shit?
I
If-
agree.
Or if you say I'm sorry, you don't really mean it. You blow. I'm sorry. Like no, you don't. You're not remorseful about it. That's a real apology. So that my thing is just let me show you every day. I'm still going to fuck up. Know that,
Yeah.
right? Like
You're
I'm still
Chaz.
gonna
yeah,
fuck
you're
up.
still Chaz. I know.
We're gonna do that. So then it's just about, well, let me try. Let me just keep trying. Let me just keep trying. Like, get it better. Also, if we don't want to be together no more, or you all want to smash bitches, like, there's options.
Right.
But in that
This is a great
situation, are
thing.
you remorseful? Because you're like, you seen her. It's like, am I really sorry?
It depends on if you are.
I'm sorry about lying. That I'm
Like I
Well,
shouldn't
you're
have
not
lied.
sorry
Genuinely-
about the action.
no, because we both did
went
that.
through
We
with
did
it.
the action like.
So you
So
sorry about
that's
your
why.
text etiquette.
That's what I'm saying. My conversation is like, okay, like how did we get here where we weren't telling each other the truth, or why are we doing that? You know, I want to figure out why, and then where we go from here.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause
are we
she would've
staying together? Are we still?
I'm about to go get some pussy at the hotel. Peace.
So I just want to know, like, you know, what we're doing.
Hey, if you had that, wouldn't you feel great if you had that real honest relationship though? If you was
No,
like,
I'd
hey,
be like,
hey,
why
I'm about to
am I
go
with
get some pussy at the hotel. See you soon, smiley face, and she sends it. Okay, get that.
Right.
Peace.
I'm gonna get mine tomorrow.
Right.
Pussy
Make sure you
was
put her
good,
hair
And if that's what
sleep,
y'all, that's
sorry.
what works for
People
y'all. That's
have
why
those.
people. That's why I'm all about conversations. Me and Cotty have conversations about everything.
You have to.
and it's
Yeah.
and like Chaz says, it is dope when you are operating in a space where you don't feel like you have to be like tiptoeing around or doing. When you could just come to your partner and be like, "Yo, this." Whether
You
it's
do, y'all
big or,
have
big or
combos
small.
about everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the
Why
Some
you
of,
say-
some of them get very uncomfortable.
Why,
Oh.
why you say it like that?
Oh, because it's very rare that people
Yeah.
do that.
Sometimes
They
it
have combos
just-
about
that's also why
everything. Because
people-
a lot of people, certain shit can be very hurtful.
for
It
sure.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
yeah,
can.
for sure.
And
You have
if
to be
you
willing
want-
to also take like Chaz your lumps too.
Yeah.
When you are
Mhm.
like you honest, but this shit might not go well. And then,
Right.
but for me, I just feel like if you can get past those things, like every time we have one of those uncomfortable, weird ass, you know, I'm mad, you mad, hurt, whatever. The other side of it is always like we hit another level.
If
You know what I'm saying?
when you guys get
Like
past
that's why I
it.
said me and
Yeah.
Cotty just became best. I've been with her for 10 years, and we just became best friends like a year ago
Mhm.
because of a bunch of uncomfortable conversations where we finally got to a point where it was like, yo, you my nigga. Like you, but it took, you know, where you could have told me that before. Oh, I didn't know I could have told you that.
Oh,
or you
right,
could have,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But you keep having them. Then it get to a point where it fly out naturally. And then you're like, oh, well,
Y'all told
All
me.
right.
Y'all told me one time that
They're like farting when you sleep.
oh, that thing is
It just come out.
that's unforgivable.
Yeah.
Yo told you what?
Yo told me one time that she thought I was being selfish, right? And then she didn't. She held it for a while because she didn't want. She thought I was gonna have a bad reaction to hearing that. And I was like, oh, that's great. And she was like, you should not be saying that's great. And I was like, well, it's for me. It's a place for me to understand how you're feeling.
Right.
And I can look at that now and be
Right.
like, oh, I can see how I can see why you're mad at that. Makes sense to me now.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you don't say it, you're just holding in resentment. I'll never know.
Chaz, that
See,
is
I be
some
trying
soft. That's all you got.
No,
She
no.
thought you're selfish.
I'm using the one
That is
example.
some soft
Yeah.
shit.
I'm using one example that I can
that's
say.
what y'all had to get through.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's not a
I do
Harvard-
all that, but
Harvard-
then I don't change.
Harvard
Harboring,
feelings
but the
lead to other
but
things.
selfish
It
is not the
leads to
biggest.
random
No, wait,
blow-ups.
wait,
You're
but you
at
see,
dinner
I
and she
used
gets
that
drunk
one
and
on
goes
purpose.
off. Yeah.
I
Okay,
use
fair game.
I use
But
that
I
as-
wanted something real.
Well, I'm
Like,
not
I'll give
gonna
you.
do
I'll
all
give you
that.
real off air.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
not.
give you
Yeah,
real
yeah,
off
yeah,
air,
yeah,
off
yeah.
air.
Oh, off air, okay.
I'll give
I
you
know.
real
I
off
just
air.
thought he thought that was acceptable. Like,
No,
yo,
no.
No, I mean-
But it's a
yo
thing
called
though.
me selfish, and I said
Because
I
a lot of times you
Well-
don't know you're doing shit, and then they blow up. And you're like, what the
But
fuck
we're
is this
all-
about?
But
But
selfish
more-
is we're all fucking selfish.
But more of that. It was that she felt uncomfortable telling me that.
Right. He was
Because
happy that now she's in a space where you can tell me how you really feel.
And she thought I was going to be upset and
Right.
cause an argument.
In Yo's defense, she probably told you without telling you. And
She-
you just
she-
weren't.
she
and
but,
you-
might
but,
have,
but
but
you
that
can't
doesn't work.
tell. Yeah,
So
you have to
for
tell
me,
me.
tell
that's
you
one thing that
silly
does
niggas
not work.
verbally.
Yes,
you
did
do.
You
All the
got
time.
you have
Change
to
it?
you have to
Uh-uh.
verbalize it.
Yeah, I don't change.
You gotta
it. I
tell
don't
me.
hear
That's
you
her
all day.
problem.
You acknowledge that, you solve that, and you level a lot. When you-
Action speaks a lot louder
No,
than
but
words.
then
I
you're
said that
guessing.
That's passive
But then you're
aggressiveness.
getting-
That's
passive
passive
aggressive.
aggressive. That's bull, and that's why arguments
It's
start. and
bullshit.
it's toxic,
Even if
like,
it's
You
not
gotta
passive
tell me.
aggressive, it's just unclear.
yeah,
Yes.
I
You
think
gotta
like
be
sound
clear.
married.
yeah,
I mean, yeah.
happily and successfully married. That's what he sounds like.
No, I'm
I
saying
know
though, I
how y'all
agree.
sound.
Yeah.
I fully
It
agree
goes
with that. You
both
gotta
ways.
say it because for me,
Sometimes
I can
it goes both
misinterpret
ways.
it.
Sometimes certain shit should be common sense.
No,
But it ain't nothing
Not
common
not
sense.
always.
Never
That's-
assume
that's
that.
the thing
What's it-
about
what's it
relationships.
saying?
You
Common
have
sense
to-
is
You have to
uncommon.
communicate.
you gotta
have to
talk.
communicate.
You
But
have
you
to
see-
say it.
I'm not saying you don't have to communicate.
Because somebody's brain, like
why
we're
you're
all
not
different.
married.
I'm
None
just
of your
saying
brains
if
work like
you're
mine.
getting
Like,
a
you know
certain
what I mean? Like,
behavior out of me
Right.
from and you know you're doing. A lot of times we know we're doing something
DC,
that's
look,
wrong.
look,
right?
me-
Sometimes we
that's-
don't though.
that's different.
Sometimes we don't.
That's
Yeah, it is.
different.
Wait, but
I
DC,
never
me
know.
and you have had,
I'm being honest.
No,
wait.
also-
We've had very small problems, right? We've had minor
Right.
issues, right?
And he didn't know he did anything.
Right, because me and
So,
you don't
but
think
you
the
felt
same.
like he should have known.
Right, 100%.
Because it's not necessarily doing wrong. It's just what he does.
Right.
It's-
And I'm like,
He
oh,
doesn't
my
see
Once
how
y'all
she
talked it
interprets
out,
it.
then it was like but you came from one angle, he had no idea.
Right.
And then
A few times, yeah. I was
Right.
like, how he didn't know.
Of
Ex-
course.
exactly. So
and
people
I'm like,
don't know.
because you be like, Chaz, you oblivious and stuff, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I am.
Yeah, I didn't
My
know.
bad.
But like when you came to me about it, yeah, I saw what you were saying, but I also can understand if somebody didn't know. That's why clear communication is always the way to go.
So and then you're doing that with somebody every
Quit being
single
toxic,
day.
DC.
You know what I mean?
I said quit being toxic.
Not wrong being toxic.
But the difference is that you'll tell me about it.
I'm a
You'll be
man,
like,
Brennan. Not passing out roses on goddamn to the slut alley.
I told you,
I'm a
candles.
goddamn man, Brennan. So I have certain rules that I live by, and
Not everybody operates that way.
Yo, but
goddamn
imagine,
Amsterdam with fucking candles lit.
but imagine our friendship. Our friendship doesn't grow if you don't tell me that.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And then this is also
Well,
how
men
I can,
have to
I
communicate
can look
different.
away and know that you're lying because I know these things over, bro. You know what I mean? That's why you know this thing.
No, I get that.
Yeah, I'm all about clear and uncut, uncomfortable conversation. To be clear, I like to be clear with people. I know where you stand. I like where I stand.
You gotta know.
It's just better. It's just better. And then you know, like if you can't move past it, well, now you know we done or we can't be cool.
If you can't get
And
past
if you can,
this
then we
real
good.
honest
Yeah.
combo.
Rather than holding shit in, it's always like a weird. You can feel those energies. You can feel the
Yeah.
something slightly
Something's
off type
off.
shit.
You know,
yeah.
yeah, something's
So
off.
let's just talk about it, and then if we really tight, whether it's your friend, your sibling, your spouse, if we really tight and we talk about it, we should be good after.
And people do their whole relationships a disservice, bro. It's a disservice for Yoda not to tell me how she feels.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
now
I'm just gonna keep on going until you be like, "Hey, this is not working for me because X, Y, Z." And now, how much time has there been resentment formed? Like how much? Now we have to go and we have to dig all that up, right?
And you know what that leads to when they be doing conversation.
It's a lot of combos.
It's a lot of combos,
It's
bro.
a lot of
That's a
talking.
lot.
But it's better
a
than
lot.
getting an argument and then she throws some shit that don't make sense, but because it's from some other shit that was never
And you're
addressed,
like,
and you be like, "What the fuck are you talking
I
about?"
realize women don't like a lot more things that guys do than guys don't like that women do.
Wait, what?
Well, you gotta
We
explain that
always
one,
get
Craig.
a list of, say, if you're in the house,
Mhm.
your wife's gonna come to you with something she doesn't like that you're doing before
Mm.
you go to her
I
with
feel you.
something.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because you're just like, whatever.
I think that's for everybody
That's
but Keon, but yeah, I think
No.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the
personally-
wrong dude.
I let it know.
Yeah. I think Keon has the list.
Now, question to go back to the selfish thing, and I'm not trying to stay on that.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah, you are.
no, I'm not. I'm really trying to get off of it. But I'm just saying, like, what if she was doing the stuff she was accusing you of being selfish of? What if you were doing that to her?
I might have been, but also I always say that I'm an idiot and I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's the easiest
Like,
way to go.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
I'll go like I'm a stupid dude. I go game and I tell horrible jokes and I say dumb stuff and I do dumb stuff. Right? It's my default. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
The more comfortable I am, the more dumb shit I say. Right? like
Yo, that's
that's
a
my-
t-shirt, bro.
that's my
a
default.
t-shirt.
my default is to just go dumber and be sillier. That's how I make myself feel better. That doesn't work for
That's
everybody.
funny.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
She might be 100% right in feeling the way she did. It's up to me to take that information and be like, okay, what am I going to do about it now? Now that I know this stuff, but like, man, it's hard to have somebody to think like somebody. Like I can't think like her.
Right.
I can't think like I can't.
One thing that Chaz keeps saying, and it took me a while to get there, and that's why we're better now,
Took me a
is
while.
everything that Chaz is saying is about what Chaz needs to do.
Right.
Like I think a lot of times we get in relationships or friendships, like we do this, like
Right.
what. So when we got better, I stopped worrying about her. I said, what can I fix? What
Right.
can I do? And once I started doing that, then she started doing her own shit.
Mhm.
And then it became it was a clicking because I just stopped saying what you need to do. I'm like, I can't, like you said, I don't know what you're thinking. I can't control your feelings, but I can control me.
Right.
So
So
you tone
I'ma
down
work-
on telling her.
No,
shit.
I just fixed whatever I would like when I would have a problem with someone or whatever. I'm like, how can I react? How
Right.
can I just did this. I was just always, what can I change? And then when I started doing my own shit, she started doing her own shit.
Would you,
then
would
it
you
was
say that
just
came from like reflection though? Like you have a conversation, you feel the weird energy, and then you look at yourself and say, maybe I was a little
I
bit
think it
rude
came
and-
from getting older. I think it came from conversations with different people, getting different perspectives, and then just being like, you know what? At the end of the day, you can't control somebody else.
Right.
So, and that becomes frustrating when you are a person that one is logical or like thinks things should be in order. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
so you're like, well, I can't control none of that shit, but I can control me.
No,
So-
that's real stuff.
Once you do that, I feel like everything around you kind of just falls in place because you're working on your own shit.
And I think that applies to literally everything.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, actually, I learned this in therapy is that like the word helpless and what that means to me.
Mhm.
You know, it's like I had a hard time dealing with this feeling that was like crushing me. I couldn't figure out what was going on.
Mhm.
And it was the helpless feeling. Like there's so many things in my life that I was helpless about.
Mhm.
And then it's like after I accepted that I was helpless about those things, and I was like, well then shit, let me just focus on the things I can focus on,
100%.
which is just the things that I can control, which is me.
Mhm.
You know, and then it's like, all right, cool. I'm helpless about that. So you just gotta let that shit
Right.
go.
Because I think
You know?
humans live in a fake sense of like control.
For sure.
Like
Oh
we
my
think
God.
we don't control shit.
Yeah,
Like people get on a plane and be
nah.
like, we find if that pilot that day decides we're all
We're
going down,
done,
then
we're
nigga,
going
we're
down.
going
Yeah,
down.
you control.
So
Like
when you
an
can,
asteroid
like you
could hit this
said,
building right now.
when you
we'd be
can
done.
accept being helpless, when
Yeah.
you can accept being not in control,
get
shit
a lot of
kind of goes
peace,
smooth.
baby.
Yeah, you like, all right, well, nigga,
all I
whatever
can
gonna happen,
do-
gonna happen.
all I
People
can
like
do is all I
Chaz,
can
why
do.
you so
Right,
stressed?
right. That's it.
Yeah.
What all I can do is what all I can do. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's why I be
Give it to the
stress-free,
Lord.
bro.
Give it to the Lord.
And on that note, I think that's a good place to end. DC, where you at this weekend?
I'm chill.
Well,
Well, I
we
might
rushing today?
possibly.
Yeah, I gotta get out of
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah,
Unless y'all want to,
possibly.
y'all can go. I
I
gotta
gotta
go.
shake. Yeah, possibly Hermosa Beach. And I'll
said
let you
it
guys
wrong. Isn't it
know.
Hermosa
Hermosa
Beach?
Beach. Hermosa Beach.
Yeah.
With the
Magic
hard
Club.
H.
Hermosa.
Yeah.
Dabble would have helped you with that.
Hermosa Beach.
Do you know what Hermosa means?
No,
I
I do
don't.
not.
Brother, right?
No.
No, it's
No,
That's
beautiful.
Armano.
That's Armano.
Hermano.
Hermosa means beautiful.
Ah.
Nobody heard me. I was like, beautiful.
Oh,
I
sorry.
didn't-
Yeah, I was like,
I didn't
beautiful.
I didn't hear Brennan either.
Yeah.
I think Brennan did one of those.
I said it quiet.
He
I
wasn't
said
sure.
it.
He wasn't sure.
I wasn't 100%. But I definitely
No, he
said
wasn't
it.
positive.
He
He
wasn't
wasn't
Hey,
positive.
y'all heard me. Y'all heard me over there. I said
Because
beautiful
he
in the
said beautiful,
microphone.
like beautiful.
I said beautiful. I was like beautiful.
I think he's a vitamin.
He's a
We got to admit that question was dope as fuck.
That's a
It
great
was.
question. You took us
No,
down
it was a
a
good question.
Let a
nice
very,
one.
very
Welcome
healthy
back.
adult
Welcome back,
conversation.
DC.
Let me know the
Sam.
there's like varying levels of
We had a
toxicity
healthy
around this
conversation. DC did not.
DC had a breakthrough. He did.
I'm still the
Craig
same.
did
bro.
not change at
Oh,
all.
Craig didn't change.
Craig
No.
is like
DC, I
toxicity.
listen to you guys, but I didn't have a breakthrough.
That's his wrong.
I listen to you guys, but I didn't have a breakthrough.
Craig was like, nah,
Heard your
y'all all
opinions. I was like,
wrong.
Hey,
That's the end of the conversation. You was understanding what Chaz was
I
saying.
was understanding his opinion.
Oh,
but
so you
not
just
just
like,
like,
nah.
yeah.
So you just like, you ain't gonna fix yourself?
No, you still talk. I think you tell someone what's going on, but let's be honest, they don't fix it first time out the gate.
No.
Maybe you know what I mean. So
But
you
the
tell
awareness
to
is
expect
the
that
key.
is crazy.
No,
Yeah.
But if you continue to do the same disrespectful thing, the only thing you're gonna fix is if I make you feel what I feel.
Jeez, this nigga more
Wow.
toxic than I thought.
That's
No,
terrible.
it's not. It's not. It's not.
I thought you were
bro.
gonna say he's gonna leave.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, if they're not willing to fix
Sheesh.
it, if they're not willing to fix
I know,
something that's
DC
like a
staying.
pillar,
No.
issue.
Or we gonna be
I'm
miserable.
saying-
You like, let me
Let me,
show
let me take
y'all.
back what I said. He didn't have a breakthrough. This nigga took a step backwards.
Yeah,
This
but
is
no,
nuts.
I'm not saying. I'm saying if you
refuse
tell
this.
someone that they're, hey, this hurts me.
Right.
Don't continue to do this to me. I'm telling you, it hurts,
Well,
and they
you-
continue to do it.
Well,
then
they're gonna.
leave.
But you gotta look
Yeah,
at
you
it.
leave,
Yeah,
I'm
you gotta
saying.
look at it as like, let's say, it's not gonna to expect an instant fix is crazy.
Not an instant
That's
fix,
crazy.
but,
Especially we've been doing this our whole
well, it
life.
depends what it
Yeah.
is.
Well, you want to see somebody
It might
try.
not even be.
You want to see.
fixed.
You want to
Or
see
even
try.
acknowledge
they're
it.
saying.
They'll do it
Right.
and then say, "Oops, I just
Yeah,
did
I want
that."
to see.
My
I
bad.
want to see a
Right,
very.
right.
I want to see a super good effort.
Yeah.
In you not repeating that.
That's
A
what
lot
you
of
can.
times people continue to they act like they're gonna. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do
Well,
that
that's just
anymore.
bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, but you.
But if you see an
too
effort, like
many
you said, like a
times, yeah.
oops, or like, or if you bring it up again, I wasn't even aware I did that. I apologize.
Yeah.
That means they're conscious and trying to make.
But some
efforts.
people are fully aware of
That's
what
the
they're doing.
conversation
Some
at the
people are.
hotel.
Well, yeah,
Ah,
they're just
damn.
trash.
Right.
Sorry. Keeps happening.
Some people are
Shit.
fully aware of what
Working
they're
on it.
doing,
Keeps happening.
and they repeat it
Well,
over and
they're-
over again.
You don't mess with
right?
them.
I'm
You
just
know what I
saying.
mean? You gotta
That's,
get out
I mean,
of
that's
there.
what I'm saying. I'm not just saying, oh,
But the option was like you said to leave. Your option was nah. You gonna feel
Yeah, you
what
gonna
I
feel
feel.
all-
Yeah.
well, you're gonna feel some
You
pain
gonna
before I
feel
walk
what
out the
I
door.
feel.
You just did.
That's
You
some
gonna
serial
be
killer
dumb
shit.
and not
Like,
adjust.
You're gonna feel something before I leave.
Hurt people hurt
Y'all
people.
play with me if you want to. Yeah.
I feel
Play
like
with
we
me. We're the
saved
master one. Play with me if you want to.
we saved a marriage or two today.
I'm gonna teach you
Something
not
like
to
that.
leave
We
the
might
door
be good.
open.
I think we did good. I think we did.
I'm gonna leave the door.
I think we did growth. I think that's
Y'all
what
still want to date DC, huh?
DC and Craig.
Come on.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's enough women that still,
Absolutely.
they're
Oh,
still,
they're still like,
they
I'll fix them.
top
because
eight.
they only function on that shit.
Yeah.
That one
They
you
be like
wanna-
Chaz and Keon too healthy, nigga.
If
Fuck
you want to
that.
high five when you get caught and go back to the locker room, these are the guys.
No,
Chaz, where
I'm
you
just
at?
entertaining y'all today. I'm just messing.
Chaz.
with you.
Yeah, all right.
Y'all
And that's
need
how
this
he
from
wraps it up, by the way. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
playing.
guys. DC is
DC is
just
so-
entertaining.
Y'all need this
Entertainment,
sometimes.
y'all.
DC's eyes got redder through that conversation.
Craig,
He
where you
started
at this
sweating
weekend?
and shit like
That's the
that.
devil in him,
Entertaining
bro.
y'all.
His eyes got red.
That's
Y'all
the
need to
devil
get
in
this,
them.
man. Y'all need to
You know
see
when
this
they get
sometimes.
big like that? Yeah, DC eyes.
Entertaining episode.
Craig, where you at?
At Craig Wayne's on everything. Mr. Toxic Shop.
Follow me on the YouTube at Chaz Rogers. Yeah.
KeonPoli.com on everything. My tour dates are up. More being added, more to come. Patreon members. I just been on goddamn ships, but my stuff is still coming out on there. And as far as Keon's All Stars, I had a talk with Brennon today.
Hey,
So
it's coming back.
it's coming back.
We doing it.
Yeah, it'll be back. We already shot it. It's already shot. I've been telling y'all it's shot, but we worked out everything else, so
Yep.
we're good to go on that. So y'all been asking me.
Dope. Well, I'm here too at Brennon Produces on
Yeah.
Instagram. You know, Owen, Brennon produces, you know what I'm saying? I post videos of me telling DC that he's wrong.
And I'm gonna drop, me and Brennon have a video coming out. It's coming out this
You're not
week.
going to do it. You've been
I'm
telling me
dropping it
that
this week.
for literally like 2 months.
Approved videos coming out with me and Brennon this week.
Y'all know he's a liar.
I promise. I got y'all.
Y'all know he's a liar.
Thanks
All right,
for coming,
y'all.
bro.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
job,
Thanks for
Brennon.
filling in, Brennon.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
man,
Good
good time.
combos.
You contributed. You didn't freeze
Anytime.
up.
You didn't
Shit.
freeze up.
Yeah.
I was worried at
Storage.
first. He did
You brought
good.
roses,
Hey,
candles.
He brought roses,
Keon gave me a
soft ass.
compliment before we got on here. He said I might have some
roses
talent.
to the
bro.
sluts.
Yeah.
He brought us a candle, soft nigga.
That's why I don't trust niggas that have a bigger upper lip. Just want to let you know that, DC. I do not trust niggas with bigger upper lips.
I said the same thing before too.
See, look at this nigga, bigger upper lip. I don't trust him.
Yeah, I said the same
That's
thing.
how you know he's lying.
All right, y'all. What you got?
Why are they calling you the grandpa?